Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Hope we're having a wonderful evening. Yes, it is time for a stream. It is time for Final Fantasy. It has been too long. Too long. Been too swamped, too crazy, too busy. So much happening. I'm never happy with this. I don't know. I've watched a lot of other streamers, and when I see like the camera like this, I'm just like, argh! I don't know, it drives me insane. It's like OCD, I swear. And then even this, I'm like, there's 3 inches of unused space above my head. What is this? What is this? Madness. But I think we're in a good spot. I just have to deal with it and not look at myself. Don't look. Do not look. Whatever you do, I just looked. Oh, good God. Save me now. I think we're good. We're solid. So I think we should proceed. And I'm going to start every sentence from now on with I think. I think that is right. I think that's what we should do. Ah, bollocks. There we go. Okay, things have been adjusted. Making sure windows are pretty. I've adjusted the lighting somewhat, so hopefully things are a little bit brighter for you guys while dimming it down for me. Because I mean, until I get 2 lights, where I can just like, sorry, I just smacked the camera. I can have them on the sides, and it's not directly over my TV. My monitor. Oh, what did I just do? Oh God, get rid of that. I don't want a keybind. There we go. Yeah, so like everything just seemed immediately dark on my screen just because there's a shining light in my face. But it has been adjusted, so it seems a little bit better. I think we're ready to proceed. I did a little bit of story off of stream, and it seemed that exactly when I stopped streaming story is when it got good. And I'm so upset. I am incredibly upset. But I couldn't just back out. I can't just back out. So I've put my gaming for Final Fantasy XIV on hold for a week now, basically, so that I can continue from here. I mean, we're on the next dungeon, I think. So it would have been when I would have streamed anyway. But like, story is actually entertaining. So let's see what goes on. And I totally guessed things, but I can't prove it because I don't have it on camera. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's take a look at the game here. Let's take a look. Hello. Why is... Oh, I know why. Because I'm telling my Snapcam to take the day off. I mean, if you redeem the Snapcam, I'll make it work. But it seems whenever I'm in game, it seems choppy. So I figured, like, this way you can keep me all smooth. Right? It seems good. I don't know if I might darken it just a little bit. Let's play with it. Webcam, come to me. Configure video. Looks better in the big form. Maybe just contrast. Maybe just slightly darker. Something like that. Yeah. Subtle. Very subtle. Oh yeah. I feel very white. I don't like this. Can I make myself less white? Lighting. Illuminate. That's maybe that's too much. Let's do that. I look a little bit, you know, beige-ish now. We can work with that. All right, game. Let's add some sound. Blunk. I just had it off so it wasn't interfering with everything else going on in the background. Do I play with in-game music or do I play with my own music? I guess we're in story. Let's play with in-game music. So let's see what happens here. We just did some things. A lot of people got depressed. People got shot. No one knows who's in charge anymore. Factions are merging. Mass confusion. Oh, and I'm being sent out to clear a path. That's right, that's what's going on. On my Chocobo, who, in the process of not playing the game for so many weeks, has gotten fat and lazy and doesn't run faster than this. How dare you. Has nothing to do with the fact that it's story related. And I need to unlock stuff and things. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, look, we have an azure-haired woman. Azure, that is the color of azure. In case I was confused. I mean, that's actually the color. But, you know, play with a slight modification to make things more interesting. I usually don't read these side quests. I find they're just not up to snuff with the story. Have I seen a little boy with similar shade of hair to hers? Well, makes sense if they're your son. Sought refuge, running for hell. He may have lost track of them. The streets are rife with danger. Please, could you find him for me? We will take a look. I said yes, apparently, in between her speeches. Where we going, mate? Hey, fucker. Gotta go up that way. Get your choco butt out of my way. I need to see what's going on here. Did I level up my ninja at all? No, we're a little bit behind. Because I want to kind of keep it in tandem with my dude. My tanking dude. Ah, excellent. Perfection, one might even say. So we're making our way downtown, holding fast, ways past. I'm homebound. I think that's the lyrics. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Ah! Run, you fool. I might limit that a bit. I'm debating getting rid of Facebook. I kind of can't keep track of all the media. And I think it got mildly hacked the other day. It's very depressing. Oh shit. We're getting our chocobo stuck! No stuckery for you. Oh shit. What kind of chocobo can't jump over 2 feet? Ah, we have found the boy. Let's just circumvent the random mob that's here. Ah, yes. They seem like they're doing fine. Another block street. Who are you? They're just casually slaying things in the background. Mother sent you? Tell her I won't go to the enemy's camp. I'm going home. Oh, you stupid little shit. What level are you? Out of curiosity, 83 as well. I see. Oh, shit. We have to do this search icon. And I completely passed it. Oh shit, this isn't even those. Oh, god damn it. We're going. Nope, that's the wrong scene too. This is the scene I wanted. Right here. Oh, fuck. Stop following me! It's just being a little duncy twerp. There we go. They can see me. Make all the things happen. The boy is taking flight with the wary side. You resume the task at hand. Follow him from a safe distance. Ensure he blah 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 blah. So I have to be sneaky. This would be a good time to be a ninja. I'm gonna hide around this rock. Perhaps I lost him. Perhaps he just got poor eyesight. Dare I say it? The way is blocked! Whatever will you do? I'm going home no matter what. You're going to die, kid. I'm just gonna hide behind this little nook. If I could crouch, I mean I can sit. I can emote sit. I'm gonna hide behind this thing. Gasp. Oh shit. Must have been the wind. Where are you going, dude? Are you coming back this way? No, you're not. He's not coming back this way. We're okay. We are okay. But he's walking very slowly. He heard something. Besides the fact he just walked by right beside a giant robot. My beef with MMOs sometimes. Perhaps this should have been instanced. Must have been the wind. That is not his voice. Must have been the wind. He's young. His balls haven't dropped yet. His voice is not deep. Okay. What's gonna hide behind this thing? This vehicle. See you catch me now, boy. God, these quests waste so much of my time. Oh, you little shit. You sneaky little shit. It's like you knew I was going to be there. How did you know? I'm just gonna walk back around and we're gonna... Sneaky little shit. Okay. Gonna hide behind this thing. Hello, lack of music. And it's on. I don't know how much of it is. Yeah, it's clipping. This can't be. Did you not see the ruins everywhere? Honestly, dude. Let's do it. Duty complete. I did my duty. Well, did you think that was going to be the one home spared? You again, leave me alone. I'm staying here to build a new house, bigger and better than the old one. No. You're gonna die. What do you mean quest complete? Quest complete my ass. Our panda has helped us to save the day. Be glad I was here to help you. I'm actually enjoying this music. It's low-key giving me Tactics vibes. Oh, we're running out of things. Well, I'm forgetting my buttons. It's been that long. I meant to heal. Not for any particular reason, just not to waste. Requiescat? Fuck it. Request it. Request it. Why do you care so much? We're enemies, remember? Why are you trying to help me? You need help and I'm offering it. How would your mother feel if something were to happen to you? Think about others. Now I almost feel bad because he's crying. Because he is a kid. Oh, I don't care what you say, we don't need your help. But Mother's worried I should go back to the station. I don't care what your reasoning is, so long as you do it. Good lad. Alright, let's, I guess, cover more of this zone. What we can of it. Palatium Novum. Oh god, such small chunks. We're going to meander our way down here because I'm sure we'll teleport back here one day anyway. And we'll complete it. It doesn't have to happen right now. That's a giant golem. Yes! We have snuck through successfully. My life is complete. Oh, I might low-key debate going into my Discord's chat. Yeah! We discovered the location! It's a bridge! Oh, that's a golem we just walked by. Not a golem, but a automated colossus. Oh, and a little beady thing. Oh, look at that little dude. He looks nifty. He's different. The automated death machine. Adorable. Why is my FC talking about butter? Do 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 do. But it doesn't butter. I'm just trying to confuse people and hopefully I'm successful. Hopefully I become wildly successful. I don't know if I want to join the Discord. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. For shits and giggles. It's been so long. Let's just jump in and see what happens. Boop. And then I'll just deafen myself when it's story mode time. No biggie. No biggie. Look at that, we found a little doohickey. Oh, this is a violent deer. It doesn't butter anyway. I was never a fan when people randomly try to trade me shit. Or just force it to me via my mail. Oh yeah, nukin'. Nukin'. Oh shit. Oh. Nope. I'm messing up. That was very bad. That was very bad indeed. And nuke. Oh god, such a fun ability. Okay, we've got one. We've got 3 more locations to go, and I'm just going to slowly walk and do a little like like I'm hovering. I'm also mildly chilled. I have a notification. FGO. Ha! A single Imperial? Ha! You insult me. Man, numbers are so different from what I'm used to. Shit. Buns. Ah, we're protecting them. Let's see what's going on. They were not impressed with my answer. They were asking, you know what is good with butter? And I said buns. Toasted buns. I thought it was perfectly fine. I do like toasted bread and butter. And if it's in bun form, it's in bun form. Ah, yes, I love these ones. Fight the threats along the road? No threats. Ah, they fear me. My life is complete. Seems legit. Al is backing me up. Yes! Coward. Kitsu, look at you. Is it you who's sitting here lurking? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll even give you the cool cup. It's nice to have someone to listen to my antics. And what peaceful music. So much is not happening. There's no one here but us. Why are you shouting out merch? It's just a must every time I throw that cup out, eh? Hey, oh. I should give you a little. I mean, I would give you a shout out, but there's no one here to shout out to. I'll shout out to myself and do a little gigaloo thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Conqueror's Chain. That doesn't seem like evil at all. I'll do what must be done. I approve. Even if you're constantly trying to blow up my apartment. Do we need to make you an apartment, Kitsu? Maybe we should make you an apartment. That could be my next job. I like this idea. I need to make you an apartment. Or we move to a new location. One or the other. Boop. I'm not trying to blow it up. Just... Well, stop it when I'm in my apartment. There you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The tempered proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and then return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind apprising Lucia of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information about our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first, and all that. Adios, muchachos. I believe the next quest gives me a dungeon. What is this? In pursuit of power. In pursuit of power. I really didn't mean to shoot the balcony. I just... I wasn't upset about that. I was just giving you shit for that one. The grenades make me slightly more upset. Wait. No, dynamite. Grenades are pretty... the specific grenade does not actually cause damage to the building. But, dynamite would. At least it wasn't lit. The dynamite? That was totally lit. Every time it popped in my room, I saw it lit. I suppose he must be... the friend Rimmelnod wanted to fetch. He's got a monocle, so we're giving him a bit of a nasally voice. If you know what I'm saying. What are you talking about? Good heavens, you have my thanks for getting him to agree to my proposal. Shit! Can I cancel? Damn it! I wanted to do this as a frickin' ninja! I am so dumb! I sure does look like it's lit, but it's not going to go off. I immediately think they're all going to go off. Do not misunderstand. I have yet to agree to any such thing. I merely wanted someone else present during our talk. Very well, though I do believe my proffered deal would be a boon to us and the Ilzabad contingent alike. I used to work on Juturna Platform G, you see, so I know more than most about the facility and its operation. That may be so, but your relationship to the facility notwithstanding, why should a Garlean such as yourself still be taking refuge in Tapper's Den? We've been led to believe that the former workers residing here were from the other territories. You're right on the technicality. I was a supervisor, rather than your typical staff. When the platform went down, it only seemed right that I stay with my crew. I always thought we were close, but living alongside them in Tapper's Den has made me realize that I took them and their skills for granted, and that's to say nothing of the blind eye I turned to their struggles. That's why I came to you. It's high time I be of some real use to them and someone else if we're lucky. If we manage to get the platform back in working order, it'll dramatically increase the capacity to pump and refine cerulean for everyone in this region. It's sadly more than a few hands short of a full workforce, not to mention the lack of supplies.
which is precisely where you come in. Help us get things up and running again, and you'll have your share of the ceruleum coming out of the rig. You couldn't come up with a more mutually beneficial arrangement if you tried. And so he says, what do you think? He seems trustworthy to me, because I'm a naive, heroic fool. Yes, I'd be leaning the same way myself. Ultimately, what he says about the potential benefits is true. Nevertheless, I doubt the higher-ups would assent to this. I suppose that is how it goes when you're dealing with military types. For what it's worth, I do understand the hesitancy to throw your lot in with someone from a hostile nation.
He does have a monocle, so I feel like maybe I made the wrong choice. How are you this evening, day, whatever it is, however far back in time you are from me? I believe it is 7:11 right now. 7:11 p.m. It's doing. It's been a more relaxing weekend, which is nice. I was thinking about doing some spooky shit, but I'm like, frick it. I'm just gonna do this.
Thus, part 2 of my proposal. I should do you a service to prove myself worthy of the contingent's trust. I had a look around the fringes of your camp here before you arrived, and I spotted a few ceruleum engines in need of repair. If I fix them up, your superiors would have no reason to suspect that I want to see you driven out. Less reason, in any case.
See, I don't even know why I'm reading this. This is a side quest. Fuck it. Side quest. Nobody cares. We're getting engineers to run shit at more capacity. Ah, shit. Can I just, like, part ways for a moment? Please return when you have the time. Excellent, excellent. Ah, yeah, let's do it, buddy. I don't know where the hell we're going. Dude, where are we going? How are you, Kitsu? How are you? Tell me about your day. Well, if you feel like doing spooky shit in the future and have room, feel like putting up with Bomber General. Well, you can't bomb me in Phasmo, but you can get me killed with the music box. And you know what? That's fine. That is totally fine. What the hell is this shit I'm looking for? Inspect the ceruleum engines. Ceruleum. Got the end of, look at that, there's an engine right there. It's flashing. What about here? There's nothing there. What about here? There's nothing there. We're gonna go over here. No, I would, but took an arrow to the knee. Okay, I am in the engine, literally. I still haven't found the new haunted items. Oh, no, you haven't? I played with the music box. I played with the doll for the first time. That was exciting. All right. Enough finagling with my FC. Oh, look, there's something shiny in the distance over there. Let's take a look. Yes, fine. Oh no, wait, that was just a shiny fuck. What was it? Frack. Oh no, there it is. I found it. There's the engine. We are so far away, I don't know how you're interacting with it. But okie dokie then. Okay. I have this sneaking suspicion. You're pulling cards like you're performing a magic trick. I did that one too. That was a lot of fun. That was with you guys, and I did not kill Kaze with that one. As much as he might say otherwise. There must be something in here. There must be something in here. What is? There's the mirror. I still haven't had the mirror. Never played with the mirror. Why is there nothing here? What is going on? Dude. Aha! I have found it. Now it looks like we're sort of interacting.
Praise be to your deft hands.
Why?
I could do this all day.
Why weren't you here from the beginning? I don't know why I'm typing it out because I could just say it and you can hear me. Hey, Star, how's it going? I think they're devices for killing Kaze. Honestly, I was using it to revive everybody, okay? I did not kill Kaze with the cards. And I gotta do some squats. Okay, so we're gonna multitask this. Oh, and Rose apparently. Thanks, Yatika. Now I gotta move my camera so you can see me do my rows, or you can just hear me grunting. You know,
I could do this all
we're
day.
skipping this because this is a side quest. Cookie, how come you guys took forever to get here? It's like, hey, look, I'm streaming Final Fantasy, and then nobody's here. It's terrible. I'm going to absolutely pull you guys all out into the open for all of this. All of this! Let me hydrate, because I want to hydrate and show off my cup. And I've been streaming for 30 minutes! You could have pulled me up on the side! Oh, thank you, kids. Look, we have an audience. Shout out all the people. Shout out yourself. Shout out Cookie. Shout out Yatika. I don't think Rolling streams, but you can shout them out anyway. Let's do some things. Oh shit.
Any of you guys imposter, please just kill me.
Why, you want to go to bed?
No, no bad.
You don't like that I betrayed you twice?
I don't want to play crewmate. I don't want to play crewmate.
Oh.
You got imposter 5
Yeah,
times.
it's a struggle to trust people.
He did it. He really done did it. Wait, you killed Cookie. No. Oh my god.
Okay.
This is kind of hilarious.
Spark.
I'm enjoying this. This is a nice clip.
Oh my
Hi, the Bonnie. What the fuck? That's amazing. Who is this? Who are these people? They can't all be imposters. What is this bullshit? This is stupid. Someone still reported it. That's amazing. That was amazing. I haven't played it in so long. I might need to do that next Saturday, maybe. Just do an Among Us night. That could be fun. Okay.
Okay, we'll just go back home. It's fine. It's okay.
I know squats were first. We do! We do! We haven't, as an FC, done that in a long time.
We're gonna go this way because I gotta go back to town.
But you know I'm gonna want to stream it.
Buy another torch. 'Cause apparently
Buy their torch!
Sticks and twigs.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but squats will never hurt me.
Yeah.
1,
Fire make
2,
babies.
3. We can do like the Final Fantasy squats, right? They do the whole like arm swinging thing, right? They're just like doing this. Oh yeah, some good workout music right there. I call these Zach squats.
Terrible.
I'm amazing. Shut up. But don't, please. Thank you for joining.
I'm bugging you before I go into Pathfinder.
Oh, why are you playing Pathfinder? Or are you doing Mass Effect and being the
Because that's my
Pathfinder?
DM's choice of things.
Oh, I see. You guys are doing some D&D-ish sort of things? Just maybe not D&D. Pathfinder. 3.
Yes. Nope, I want that. I want that. Well,
9.
same difference.
10. Is that always today's? Today's.
No, today is Saturday. It
Today's a
varies
special
upon
day.
my work. I work on rotation, so it adjusts to when I have a day off.
Aw, that's so nice.
Yes! I need an IRL group that actually does that.
That adjusts to your schedule.
Yes, because most groups do a strictly on the same day thing to keep everything consistent.
And I totally get that too.
But my work schedule doesn't work for that.
No. Is there any chance
You're
that's
not
going
gonna get
to...
any further in story if you leave the exercise things
Oh,
on. You know that, right?
I mean, they're set for like every 10 minutes or something, so either someone will forget for like 20 and It'll be
they're
alright.
they're totally going to forget. They're going to do the 4 raids.
Yeah. It'll just keep me moving throughout.
I'm so proud of you. You made it to zone 3.
I'm a little bit depressed. I was talking about it at the start of the stream that the second I stopped streaming story and just playing it off screen is when it started getting good. It's so upset. And I started having reactions and I'm like, this is gonna happen, and then it totally did, but no one can prove it because it's not on tape. And I'm like, well, fuck, I can't turn back now.
That is that you did the dungeon and the things leading up to that dungeon.
Because it was when I did, it was after the dungeon, after the first dungeon. There was a segment where it's like, oh, before you proceed, make sure you have time because you're gonna have a series of cutscenes and battles, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, shit. Yep. But that was at the end of like a 2-3 hour stream already, so I was like, I'm gonna leave.
The thing with Thancred, yeah.
Yes. So then I did the thing with Thancred, and because I'm like, this is already 3 hours, I don't want to stream anymore. I'll just do this off and I'll come back, because up to that point, story was so boring. Everything in Charlayan was like moderate quality at best. And the second we start invading, it's just like, oh my god, this is actually getting good. And I made it through with the Thancred thing without getting caught once in one shot. I was so good.
Bravo! I'm so sad you're gonna do this one instance and they nerfed it. So.
Oh, they already nerfed it? Shit, I was too slow.
No, yeah, the one instance, yeah.
Because we all know my least favorite thing is failing an instance once and then immediately being like, you want to try this on easy? You suck so bad. I guess that's true, Kitsu. I could still just record, even if I'm not streaming, just record it, and then I could upload it on YouTube or something.
They have the recording thing in game.
Oh, I was using in game.
Yeah,
in-game?
the duty recorder. Yeah.
There's a duty recorder? Well, but they're not gonna like record my reactions and stuff.
No, well, I don't know. It counts everything in the thing, though.
Yeah, I mean, OBS has a recording option versus the streaming option, so I can just load up OBS and just hit record when I'm not feeling like being particularly social. Kitsu, you make a very good point. I will have to do that next time. Now I feel bad because I still could have done it, and I just didn't know. I was stupid. But anyway, it started getting good. And then I did definitely call some things, and then I got depressed about certain people dying who I only just met, but I really didn't want them to die.
It's called, okay, this is
and
called,
then,
this whole thing is basically depression on wheels.
Oh so. Yeah, but it's just like, I mean,
now, well, yeah, because you're now in Garl mode, which
I
is
wasn't
like
as depressed with like the I forget what his name, the captain, commander, whatever, when he did his thing with his gun, when he found out we were like quote unquote surrendering. I wasn't too upset about him doing the thing, but I totally called it, and I'm like,
But the sisters, that was
depressing.
That was terrible. Yeah, that was depressing.
Like the first moment I saw the blood, I'm like, oh no, they're injured. Don't worry, we'll save them. They'll be like on the brink of death, and we'll like bring them back to life. And then there's just like right before I found the bodies too, I was just like, you know what would make this story hit a little bit harder if they were actually dead this time and you didn't manage to save them, kind of like what happened in Shadowbringers with what's her face, when you just kind of stood there. But then I got to the bodies and it's like, they are cold, and I'm like, fuck. And it's like, why'd you have to be so stupid?
You called it, no.
I did. But at least this way, it made more sense than in Shadowbringers when, what's her name? I don't even remember at this point. When she got turned into one of the light thingies, the light creatures. But like, you just stood there watching for 5 minutes as she slowly got stabbed. And I'm just like, do something!
But that whole cutscene with Tisling, there was nothing we could do.
Oh, there's totally something we could have done. Or they could have just clipped it faster, and then it would have been like, oh god, it was so fast.
Or we could have, instead of standing there in shock, put her out of her misery. But I think that might have been a bit too dark.
But our hero is absolutely, and I mean this in every sense of the word, and I know it's terrible, but they are definitely retarded. Like, in so many cutscenes, there's like, oh no, danger, and you're just like reaching your hand out and just stop pausing for 8 seconds, doing absolutely nothing, and it's like,
It's called
why are you
giving it
useless? It makes me cry. I mean, it's been better with each expansion, but still, it's a bit of a
Interactions.
suffer.
It's just limit of our interactions. Now flip back to game so I
I am
can
going to
watch
the
you.
game. God, you did not.
Because I have to, because in order to not get double from myself use Twitch, I actually have to meet your Twitch while in Discord.
That's fair.
So-
That's fair. Yeah. Okay, we finished the thingy, so I gotta go back. I think I'm just in front of a dungeon.
locked on. Oh, I'm about to say, what do you mean you're locked on MSQ?
Oh yeah, I was just the side quest was level 80, so I was just like, let's turn it on Ninja. Same with the other one. I gotta do a daily roulette so I can keep my ninja up to date with my paladin.
Oh, fun.
Oh, Quintus committed suicide. That's right. What of the refugees? This is totally not her voice. Oh shit. It's receptive to a proposal, but I would hear the first-hand account. Somebody did not hesitate to accept. Proves how desperate the situation has become. Oh, Renix is logged out. Al is logged out. Is everybody leaving? I'm just here.
Well, to be fair, Renix was on like earlier.
Most of the day.
Yeah.
That is fair. Full unconditional surrender. Yay. Aww. I will say there was one moment too where there's a flashback to Harchafont that I was like, oh, you had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Yes.
I think it's
Yes,
like,
they did.
yeah. Rude. Oh god, I didn't send these items yet. Where's Cookie?
Cookie is in raid.
Cookie!
Mail it to him.
I forgot. And I have to send Sayus as well. That's right.
Sayu was online, but she logged out of Discord.
Presents. Yeah, they might be on their alt, maybe, I'm not sure. Further news. But our matters have progressed here in your absence, quite well as it seems. Now that we've procured ceruleum from Tapper's Den, the recently repaired heaters can provide much needed warmth. Furthermore, we've prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from some tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. I'm skipping things. Seek out Eustola.
There is a lot of dialogue bubbles.
Honestly, like, as great as the story is, they 100% are milking a lot of dialogue. Just padding it out.
Like,
I did not need 4 minutes at fucking Merlweb's office to have everybody be like, we agree. Yes, I think this is the best course of action. Of course it's the best course of action. It's like,
and for some
just
odd reason,
agree at once and be done.
I had it set for like auto-pathing through, and it's not on now. And I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah. So it's all right. It's gonna hit its ups and downs. I think I just hit like a major beat, so it'll probably kind of slow down for a bit and then pick back up after this, somewhere a little bit after this dungeon.
That
1 or 2 quests after. I'm guessing.
Well, yes
But
and no.
don't say it. But I appreciate the listening and the company. That kind of goes with this thing, yeah.
Well, I've seen you down here before. I'm like, Phoenix looks lonely down here.
I just have it just in case. Plus, I would 100% def it as soon as I get into an actual cutscene. No. Oh, this is side quest. I don't care. I'm also not on Ninja. Oh shit. Can I just... Oh, look. That doesn't change anything. Ah! That's amazing. I don't remember if I can get on my chocobo or if I actually have to walk this person.
You have to walk that person.
It's a dual mount!
You're literally going to hurt
Oh no. You're getting all choppy.
That was my headset.
Huh.
What are you doing, headset?
Oh, that's the wrong gear set. That's not what I wanted. That's the one I wanted.
Okay.
This one. Oh, I fucked shit up. I fucked it hard. I mean, I made a boo-boo.
No, sometimes every new computer, I plugged my headset dongle to the back of it, and now it does weird disconnect things, even though I'm right here.
Yeah.
So that was the sound of my headset disconnecting and then reconnecting after fixing it. So I can actually use voice and not push to talk in my headset.
Yay.
The mic is working. And have surround sound with my headphones.
Surround sound is a good time. The like 7.1 fake surround? Virtual surround? I forget what it's called.
Whatever Razer calls it.
Yeah.
Considers it.
I used to do that.
It was really cool.
I know what it did. Shit. It was really cool.
Yeah, because it was because we were doing I'm the farm light from thing section of Anima. So I'm like did some dungeons and I'm like screw this, I'd rather do the Heavensward raids. And I get possible chance at minions for it. So we were doing Weeping City and flashing mobs came out of the water and I got the surround sound effect for it and I'm like, that was cool.
Does sound good.
Stop that. I'm gonna have to move the dongle, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I have that with the, was it the Black Shark headset? But I did have that with my Timat back in the day, and that was a heckin' good time.
The problem is that I have limited space on the USB space on this front of my computer.
Yeah, I had to get a hub to increase the amount of USBs in general because I was using all of them.
Right. But if I move my headset one forward, and if I ever deny to open my Blue Yeti box, it can plug into the back.
Ooh. Blue Yeti.
Yes, it was on sale, and I wanted something to buy with my 15% discount from work. And therefore, I bought a Blue Yeti microphone for like $139 plus my discount. I haven't even installed it or plugged it in yet, so there we go. It's sitting in a box.
Get on it!
Oh, I found my dongle. At least I hope that's my dongle.
That's a catchphrase for the ages. Right, Kitsu? We found our dongle?
That is not. This is my Bluetooth dongle.
Oh. Oh yeah, I had to get one of those too for my heart rate monitor. It just was better than any built-in Bluetooth on a motherboard.
Okay, now I found my Razer.
Oh god, that was terrifying. Nice. Please do not try and insert your dongle in my slot. Don't worry. I'll keep it to my own slots. That also doesn't sound good.
Holy shit.
Yes.
On my end, that was
Oh, that's the wrong button.
okay, that should be better now. Woo, okay. It is 4 minutes after 6:30, which we usually have at 7:30 EST. I don't think I'm going to have Pathfinder tonight.
Oh no! It's
no,
getting canceled.
It's okay. Well, probably.
I mean, I know the drill. I've got the one D&D thing I've been a part of for streams, and it's fairly hit or miss.
Were you all barbarians?
Yes, you're old barbarians.
Well, he had a bad case, and I think I inferred from it there was poor airflow, so I think the PSU overheated and fried. which led to the motherboard frying and the.
That sounds terrifying. Oh my god. That's
Yes.
complete and utter destruction. Why?
Yes. Yeah. So, well, he had a shitty case. So yesterday he went and bought a new PSU, hoping that was just the PSU.
Oh god.
But it turns out it was 3 things, and he has an M.2, so he thinks that since that's a stick attached to the motherboard, that got fried. So
That's so much to replace.
he spent 3K at a micro store to have a computer that works. So he's live, he lives, it's just all of his Pathfinder front went poof. So I'm going to assume, since nobody's popping into the voice channel, that it's gonna be Wednesday. Because he's gonna do Pathfinder prep tomorrow. And I'm like, well, I work 2 to 11 tomorrow, so hopefully we're not gonna have a game.
Cross the fingers.
So now I can pop back into 14.
There you go. And the queue's been pretty short today. Oh my god.
Yeah. So if you want escort for like Aether Chorus or something at some point.
There we go. That's good.
Everybody else is in a raid, so. Except for Nanda. Nanda's doing MSQ.
That is so out of date. Oh, that's right. Never mind, I'll figure that out later. Yeah. I mean, I think I have a dungeon coming up fairly soon. What is this quest? In from the cold, I think that's the next one. Because I was pretty sure I stopped right before the next quest of what would be the 83 dungeon.
I will put my mic up, and I will listen to you.
You and the twins have an established history. We're all unfortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with, between the tempered and the first wounded. Last though I can mend their bodies, that all the experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. They're all English for some reason, I don't know why. All the silence. Here we go.
Voices are hard, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't practice nearly enough. Oh, I initiated that conversation not on an 83 class. Story. I get the sensation that there's actually going to be voices. That's a good screenshot moment. Be in a minute! I will be with you in a minute, October. We're in a cutscene. It looks pretty. That's Lee's. Oh, I've missed it. And please hold the shout out till after the cutscene. Not right now. Kitsu, give it 5 minutes.
It's a long cutscene.
It's a long cutscene? Give me 10 minutes.
More like we're gonna give you 20.
Oh my god. Alright, then I'm gonna deafen real quick in case anybody jumps in.
I'm already muted, so.
Good. Are they talking? I missed it. Yes! Wait, actually, now! Shout out now! Do the shout out now, because I can pause it by not continuing what he says. Do it, Kitsu! Shout out for October! What is up, October? How you doing? I'm doing great. It's story day.
Bear Creek?
Where is Bear Creek? If you want to redeem an accent, now is the time, Kitsu. I just might not use it till after the cutscene. Where is it? And that's the clip. Were you lost? So he'll see. Glad I went and got food, so he'll see why. I was very lost. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue then, and I hope you're doing well and keep chatting and tell me how your weekend has been. I will wait. I forgot to turn off notifications for chats in game, so we're probably gonna frequently hear ka-tink, ka-tink when everybody says things in FC chat.
了解。みんなお疲れ様。じゃあ、手当が必要な人はこっちへ。大丈夫そうな人は奥に進んで。炊き出す。
Oh, I cut out too soon. I don't speak Japanese, so I figure there's a nice little pause. I can cut it when I finish reading it, and it'll still sound fluent. Ka-tink. Oh, I'm sorry you got COVID. That sucks. Is that recently? So now you've got like 2 weeks of gotta isolate. I don't know how it's being worked over there. The rules. The rules. Oh look, this guy is one of the guys that we've been like fighting, and he's like, but it's been a shitty civil war, and they're like seeing we're not evil. So maybe he'll join us, and we will save his country. He's basically second in command. I like him too. He's got that Final Fantasy hero look. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could be a main character. Bran! Oh my god. Okay. Shout him out right now. Shout him out right now. Let's do it. Infamous. How's it hanging? Oh god, let me write these names down real quick before I forget. We're in a cutscene, so we're trying to be like limited stuff.
Every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds!
Like, just let me get on with it. It rings via inappropriate lines. You cannot move when your phone is ringing, so it's like... Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, fuck up.
Imagine doing that in 7 days.
What do you mean? Car parked in a... I got this. I got this. Oh shit, where's the gate?
Oh, is this the thief one?
Gate?
Can't you just jump it? Parkour, bitch.
Oh no, why is it locked? Oh god, let me out of this forsaken thing. I cannot leave. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, shit.
Oh no.
Oh,
a thief that doesn't know parkour.
What did you do? Mate, I just put...
This is bad.
Oh fuck up. Oh fuck up. Oh fuck up.
Off you go. Thief sim,
oh jeez, Rick. Oh god, You know what? You know, oh fuck, they've got, oh shit, oh, they've got electric room. Okay. What fucking house is this? I never want to.
You're so screwed, dude. I've been taking care of my 3-year-old and my 10-week-old pup. Hey, what kind of pup? Tell me about the pup. Imagine finding a mime. Yeah, that would be absolutely horrendous. Let's continue with the story. See this? Ding.
なんて言ったって、うちの貴公子たちが作ったんだ。思う存分、温まっていけよな。
ちょっと待て。確かにイシュガルドで使われてるやつの図案はもらった。だが、作ったのはうちの職人連中だっただろうが。
I like this guy. I like Sicard. He's cool. The voice helps.
まあいいけどな。うちは室内もポッカポカにしましたし。
あ？それも手貸しただろうが、頭までポカポカか？
Oh. Shit. I don't know that I can enlarge it at this point. Let's not skip the cutscene. But maybe I can, since I'm streaming it anyway. It's a good point.
お前が作ったわけじゃないだろ、海賊。
その言葉、そっくりそのまま返してやれよ、ボンクラ貴族。
I wouldn't pick a fight with a pirate.
何を？
Especially since he's not much of a warrior himself.
負けるからやりません。
I don't even know what he's saying now. But they're still obviously taunting each other. Is this a Rogadin? No. Highlander. Hot chocolate!
お前も食え。悪いものは入ってない。
This is actually kind of adorable. I want a screenshot.
俺はアラミゴから来たが、つい最近まで帝国兵だった。
アジムステップ風の温まるスープらしいよ。私も初めて食ったけど、案外うまいね。
少し味が濃すぎる気もするがな。
You can. It's a bit too flavorful for his liking. It's an adapted recipe.
あんたのとこと比べると
compared to what he's used to. Sip, sip, sip. But technically he's with enemies, even though he's not a prisoner. Because we're trying to save the world, and somebody who's in charge is causing civil war and trying to basically destroy everything. And including the country they're from. It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think? Sip, 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 sip. He burns off his lips. Aw, he's crying. I got warm fuzzies. It helps because I saw the cutscenes up to this, okay? He's crying into the cocoa. Horchafont would be proud. That's me.
Drink or perish, coward.
Oh god, I think I have 2 sips to do. Salty cocoa. At least he's not going to spill it. No, this is not a dream. Fuck, I don't know what she said.
粒子戦争が終結した時もこんな心地だった。朝目が覚めるたびどこまでが事実だったのかとわからなくなったものだ。
Felt the same way with the Dragon Song's War End, which was the first expansion's content and story. Every morning we'd step outside and need to be reminded it wasn't an imagination, that everything had changed.
やっと最近慣れてきたのだがな。キコーラと来たら待ったなしで次の驚きを引き連れてくる。
Just as she got accustomed to things, I would change everything and have to get used to it again.
本当にキコーと暁の血盟がいなければ人と竜あらゆる種族は引き裂かれたままだっただろう。
If it wasn't for me, no one would be cooperating. No, I'm not tired of it. I am summarizing so I can kind of speed through it. Basically the same thing as the last one.
次は私たち。彼の涙を後悔に変えぬよう尽力したいと思う。
Shed many tears. Pain, sorrow, triumph, joy. Prefer triumph and joy. We often don't have the luxury of choice. I'm gonna sound all wise and shit.
あ、承知しているとも。各国の要人に報告するのは私の役目。
Someone is up to
良い
your
方向に
gift.
進むよう全力で当たろう。
I don't think it was me, Infamous. Indeed, we can do but our utmost to unite everyone and lead them to victory. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Are you on your like PC or are you on like a tablet or phone or something? I can imagine on a phone you would absolutely not be able to read this.
奇跡のようですね。私たち民衆派がついぞ届かなかったものだ。
Everything that we could have hoped for. A remarkable achievement.
無念に思うか。
If only it happened sooner.
道半ばで散ったものが思い出されて寂しくはあります。
They may not be here to see it, but there's a warmth in my breast for those that missed out. Kind of died.
どれほど寒くとも不思議と凍えない夜があるものだ。
To be able to see far but not close, because I was the opposite. I was nearsighted. And then I got corrective surgery and things happened. Oh look, things are shining. My rose. I'm like, why can't my eyes just work? I feel it. I feel it. I absolutely have zero regrets about getting corrective eye surgery. Uh-oh. This seems like a bad time for the tower to act up. Good thing you bring protection. I can't pause it now. He dropped the cocoa! He wasted it! Oh, he's got no protection, dude. Is this time for me to get depressed, Aki? Not the salty cocoa. Faster! Throw it at him! Ding him in the head with it. You just said you're not gonna say anything. How dare you say something? You evil shit. Well, we just got teleported. That's a good time. Not me squinting his head. It was the cleaner word. Stuck indoors with the whole COVID thing. Too much time on my hands. Experiment was a success, but your time is short. Shall begin the preparations. Now it's time to awaken. I skipped that because I read it fast. Why are you feeding me? This makes no sense. Oh, you crazy bastard. I don't wear a helmet! Oh, he like transported my soul into another body? What the shit? Probably for like a communal conversation thing. I'm not actually here. Find those first moments with a new body to be the most refreshing. How does it feel? Oh god, he may have actually took me from my body. Soul extraction and implantation. He made some improvements to the tech. Give me back my body, or this is such a pain in the arse. I wouldn't say either of these things. I would just get up and punch him. I wouldn't eat. I just had salty cocoa, and that might be poison second choice. I mean, this is because it's not. They're not even giving me the options that I want. We're gonna say, such a pain in the ass. Arse. What a pain in my arse. To his kind, it's no different than trying new clothes. How about the food? Yeah.
だったらせっかく近所まで来ていることですし、友らしく食事に誘ってはどうかと提案したのですよ。
I discovered his friend was in the neck of the woods, suggested inviting you for dinner.
そしたら返事がなかったもので、ぜひにと解釈いたしました。
The other guy at the table here is obsessed with their main character. FYI. That's not what he said, but we beat him once and he's been obsessed ever since because no one's ever beat him. Yeah. I would like to. Daddy is pleased. His grumpy little boy has found his playmate. Oh my god, is Varys alive? What the shit? What? Tell me more.
一切の信仰が禁じられている。故に神おろしにたる強大な存在を思い描けないとされてきました。
The Garlean Empire outlaws religion, so they don't worship gods. No risk of summoning things by accident.
でも、あると思いませんか?
Tobin!
それ、敬い、すがるもの。
But people have a habit of need to turn to something.
自身の
So, hit the Emperor, which I guess they turn into a monster of some kind. You did mean to say that.
伝説の初代皇帝が見まかられ、属州では独立運動が盛んになり、新たな皇帝が殺されたのを機に内戦まで起こり出した。
Sparked a civil war, lots of unrest, shit's going wrong. Everyone's crying for salvation. One might call them prayers.
その切なる願いをバリス殿下の体に下ろして差し上げたのです。
Channel through the corpse of the old emperor.
そうして権限せし者は
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Cheeky little bastards. They just used the Final Fantasy X skin. Savior was born. I forgot his name in Final Fantasy X. He's a summon in 10. Not Animus. It is Anima. Fuck. I mean, shit. I gotta stop saying. Frack! Call us the subjects. Let's fight. I won't talk in chat for a minute. I'm gonna hide. No worries. Wealth and power gravitating to him. Towers are an extension of him. We need to work the animation of that clothing. It should not be sticking out like that. I am upset. You can make him pick up a glass, but you can't. Does the pursuit of prey you've bested before excite you? Absent challenge and show your prize is a hollow victory, so of course it's not.
俺に対しても同じこと。あの庭園で勝敗を決した時から取るに足らぬものと感じているのだろう。それは構わぬ。しかしお前に気がなければ前回を超える一戦など到底果たせまい。
He wants us to have a moment together.
俺は牙を研ぐと同時に再びお前をその気にさせる必要があったのだ。
Honing his craft as he set the stage. I want to read that bottle.
Hey, それは絶望と悲嘆が渦巻く場所に現れ、命を落として戦うものだという。
Where shit goes down, I show up. Like my character, he's talking to me. Wherever things go down, you show up.
ゆえにあれこれと壊してみたのだが。
The chaos I brought is a gift to you. Putting him in a wheelchair. Sucking their life force. Tempering what's his nuts. Oh god, could you imagine if we were in his body? That'd be upsetting. The Kitsu I brought is a gift. Fair enough. Loss of words, no matter. I've just begun. Will you not finish your meal?
我が友を前にしては何を食っても飢えるばかりよ。
The only thing that would sate his appetite is contest with me, and I seem to have lost mine.
やはりお前と俺はこうではないらしい。
Hope this would be an entertaining diversion, but he was wrong.
俺は以前、アシエンからこの体を取り戻すまで別人の肉体を使っていた。
Talking about when he possessed a different body, when he was dead.
異なる体躯で戦うからこそ
Flaws and failings in his technique were evident in a different body. Perhaps you'd like to find the answer of where true strength lies. Body or soul. I think we've already established that for some time. There's my body. Or together. No! No, you will not possess my body, bitch. Oh, for fuck's, he did. I mean, it was warranted for that situation. That's warranted. When the villain possesses your body, that is absolutely a bad time. You know how ridiculous this cutscene would be with a Lalafell? At least this looks kind of, you know, on point. Ah, shit. Saying what would happen if they see you. Not you. The havoc you would wreak. Let's go so you can watch. Which is obviously a mistake because I will kick everyone's ass as I eat my nuts. I don't think I can fly. What time is it? Do I order food? Story is good. I'm glad we're streaming. I am making my way to camp. Run, little rabbit, run.
残念。私なんかを相手にしてる時間はありませんよ。あなたの行く手には障害がたくさんあるんです。
Time to conquer the next obstacle. They're taunting me. I guess it is essence being really hard.
彼らにはあなたのようにアニマに組みしないものを
Guards withstanding orders to kill anyone not sworn to anima.
さて、お仲間たちを助けるために
Odds are not in my favor. Shut up. Go home. Nobody asked for your opinion, you pleb. We got some good music. I'm digging it. Lantern shields. That used to be my friend. So I got a 1-2-3 combo. Fight or flight, rampart. That's it. I'm very limited. I guess I gotta go this way. Can I just like sneaky? Minimize as much as we can, but I might just have to hammer this out. I'm so used to 1-2-3 not hitting one consecutively for 1-2-3. Where's my stun? Shit, dude. This is rude. Give me my body back. Someone else's body's still a paladin hacks. Oh, does everybody have to play this class? Were you... slim at best. Can I inspect him? Oh, nice. Are you shitting me? Like, I just have 0 regeneration? Ah, crap. Well, that's unfortunate. You may as well pop it if it's not going to naturally restore. Red Mage Gang. And you see why I said 20 minutes. Yeah, I got a 20-minute timer and I could fail. Find medical kit in the cockpit. I'm struggling to see some of this on my screen. I really want to check that other body, but I feel like I might get into a fight. Shit, screw it. We gotta get to... We have to get to this camp, don't we? Like, shit, dude. I feel like they're gonna be substantially weaker than our other counterparts. Thank God Colossus isn't just gonna nuke me. Yeah, I have a long way to go. I feel like I shouldn't collect everything. Begins to soothe my wounds. Alright. That lasts for 4 minutes. I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, I can't even sprint? What is this madness? That was not worth my time. Oh shit. Can I outrun him? Probably not. Nope. Oh, I can outrun him. Well, that's unfortunate. I have regeneration right now, so now's a good time if I'm going to fight anything. Oh, hell yeah. I got 5 medical kits. That's going to help. I wish I could sprint. Nice, damage up. Let's hit this shit. I might see if I can tap this over here. Yeah, nope. we're gonna pass on that. Dude was right on it. 2 damage. Don't get too close to that. Oh shit. We got 2 minutes of regen. Considering how much it restored last time, that might be just enough. He's probably gonna aggro. Oh yeah, am I good? Am I good? Shut up. Oh my god. That was terrifying. Shit, I got a death claw. I gotta run that. I gotta go this way, man. I feel like I was going the wrong way all this time. Hey, Rise, how's it going? Can we get a shout out for Rise? Shit. We're in a bit of a tense situation here. Thank you, Rise, for subscribing! Extra shout out for you. Except I have a time limit, so I really gotta focus on this. Okay, we outran that dude. And soldiers breathe his last. There's nothing on the body. Great. Let's do this. Well, you gotta find certain stuff. Yeah. I have to? I can't just, like, meander through and get out of here? No, 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 no. Oh, God. I'm doing alright. Oh, yes, please. Get me in it. 6-minute plank. I'm not gonna do it right now. Oh, I need a key? Shit. Oh, someone help. Maybe find more in the wreckage. Ooh, hell yeah. Did I just get... I can't see, that's a wall, isn't it? Yeah, sure is. Did they just limit my range of where I can move around? Or just specifically? Yeah, we need fuel. Oh god. I can do that. Wasn't there another device that had fuel? Oh, that seems incredibly dangerous. I don't like this. Like, I'm getting a little bit nervous about all of this already. Arise, we're doing all right. We're in the middle of a tense cutscene. We've got 15 minutes. Well, not cutscene, but like part of the story. And we've got a limited amount of time here. Otherwise, I've been all right. It's been a very shitty week, but you know, the weekend's doing pretty good. Small sack with a medical kit. That's not what I wanted. I can't jump over that. Okay, I made it past that. I can't see with that damn building in the way. How are you? Remember where that is? Mark it. Oh no. So it's the exact same spot, was it? No, I don't remember where I was. Are you telling me that's the only one? Oh, I think this is where I started. Yeah, this looks about where we started. But I did find it again. Yeah. That's good to know. Oh, yeah, I remember this because we hopped over this. Yep, this is familiar. So we'll just make our way this way. That might be it. But there's a lot of shit around it. There's another. You want to turn around, buddy? Oh shit, let's check that out. Looks like an open spot right there. Oh no! Can I? I saw. Oh, what's that? Is anybody over there? Snagging it. I got the tank. I got a tank! Now I just have to get it back. Oh shit. Do they respawn? Because that would be such a dick move. There he is. Oh, fuck. No, 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 no. Oh, I almost puckered that real hard. Okay. I need to get on the other side, I think. And both of them are looking my way. Oh, shit. There we go. There's our opportunity. I might be able to sneak. Hopefully nothing can pull from the other side of that line. Oh, come on. I might aggro this one. Oh, yeah! This is like the most tense I've been in Final Fantasy XIV. If we could one-shot this, so you're saying this is the scene that was probably like made extra hard, eh, Aki? I feel like I have to be careful about how much I do this with. Oh, shit. Oh, nice. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I could probably... There we go. Woo! Woof! Hey, there's some of the modes after dying. Oh, so is it like full hardcore still if I don't die? All the way through? This is just a timing thing. Oh shit. Dude. That is not the direction I thought you were going. Fortunately, we've only had to use one medkit of it. Where... Assist. Oh, over there. I wish I had a stun. Yeah, okay, so if I can beat this like this, I won't have to... I can say I beat it on the original difficulty. I'm down, dude. I'm down. Did we get a shout-out for Rise already? Now's a good time when we're not reading story. Oh shit. The bomb will die faster. He'll take less damage. Oh god. That did damage to everybody. People are dying! What? You can do it right now. It's like 20 seconds, and I still got... He's dead. Probably pop one of these. I don't know how. Only Kitsu can do it at the moment. That's not good. Oh, thank God Rampart was still up. Oh God, come on, let's go! Can I save somebody? Oh God, no. No, guys, you're gonna die! Oh shit. Dude. Oh, the Imperial Citizen. Get behind the armor. We're behind it. Oh God, they're all almost dead. No, don't die! Don't die, damn it! They're dying! Oh shit. Oh god. Was that meant to happen? Oh god. Oh shit. I don't know what's going on anymore. Did I make it? Did I make it? Now no more shoutouts. You've lost the opportunity. My heartbeat is slowing. You begin to lose consciousness. No! We have people to save! Oh shit. Oh my god. It's getting harder. Oh, thank god. If I failed that, that'd be the worst. To like fail a frickin' QuickTime event of all things. You call to safety and regain consciousness. Oh god. I'm amazed they stuck that animation in as something I can use. That's cool. So if I stop moving, I can't go left or right. I have to crawl forward. This is actually kind of like depressing. You know what I'm saying? Can we sprint? Cannot execute at this time. Am I actually gonna have to crawl for 6 minutes? Although I feel like I'm just gonna get to the end of this road and then something happens. But don't say it, but like, there we go. Could you imagine if they actually force you to crawl all the way there? Oh, crap. Crawl faster! Yeah, see? One shot. I'm so good at this game.
これで全員保護できたのね。ああ、すでにアルンセンナ殿が中心となって治療も始まっている。
There are no skills for
ユレ
everyone.
スは彼のテンパード化も解けるでしょうか。
Julius had severe symptoms.
マグナグラキエスで保護したものも合わせると治療は弱っているものから優先的にと聞いているから。
Those that in desperate need take priority.
まだ時間がかかるかもしれない。
Might be a while till Jules gets treatment.
必ずやり遂げよう。キコーラはとにかくかの者の捜索に専念してくれ。
Who am I going to kill and why am I going to be crying? Because I don't want to kill somebody, but I feel like someone in this circle is about to die. Calling it. It's gonna be Lucia or some shit. Or Estinian. No, it's not gonna be Estinian because you need him for the rest of the...
一度目のエーテル放射の直後に何らかの理由でここを出たんだろうが、あの時はキャンプ中がひどく混乱してたからな。めぼしい手がかりはなしだ。
Nobody knows where I was.
大抵のことはどうにかできてしまう人だけれど心配だね。
They worry about me even though they know I'm capable. Oh, his ears are twitching.
あれって
Speak of the devil! Literally the devil. No, 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 no. Crawl faster! Can you sense that something is weird? You wanted to scream at them.
I am a large, semi-muscular man. I can take it.
I can take it. They can't though! Yes, you know something's weird, Jistola. You could always rely on you. I could rely on you. He's weird. Say it. It's not him. Back off.
おかえりなさい。急にいなくなってみんな心配してたのよ。
とりあえず無事でよかった。
All's well that ends well. Hey, Death, I'm doing alright. We're just doing some epic story stuff right now in Final Fantasy. Shit is hitting the fan. That is not me in my body. Some dude has hijacked it, and someone's gonna die and get hurt. It's gonna be horrible. Look, evil grin. I can't stop talking. That's right, you step between. Yes! You understand. Oh, hello, Reaper. Block it! Magic! Something. Yes! I'm a frickin' champ. I'm a frickin' champ! Look at that, I stopped it with a sword throw. God, that's epic. Let's take a terrible picture. Get away from them, you bastard! Why would I even dignify him with his name? Yeah. Oh, come on. There's no way he would have just sat and taken that. No way. No way. So we've got 2 shoutouts we gotta do, but we gotta wait. We're almost there. I can sense it. Option 2 is the only option. Yeah, absolutely. When you're in the heat of the moment, you're not gonna say, enough, Xenos! You say, especially with the tackle. If you tackle anyway, enough Xenos just doesn't cut it. It's all the time we have today. Back to your own bodies, you must go. I mean, I feel like this was kind of a wasted opportunity as a villain. They definitely could have done so much more damage, and they didn't. Sounds like a skill issue. Where am I managed? We'll travel so far. Ill prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. Distracting me so he can do his weird shenanigans. And so his plan approaches completion. Anima is almost finished. You're my #1 customer. You're my #1 customer. Don't be feeding them lies. It's always about you guys. Without you, I have nothing. You are my customers, my #1s. The gods themselves will be my meal. Your companion is my dessert. You shall feast on death. That's unnerving. This would have been a stronger moment if he actually killed somebody, though. But I'm so glad that I did that whooshing. Did I tell you my wife got me a Turbo Man doll? Oh my god, she got you a Turbo Man doll? It's amazing. I need to rewatch that. Put the cookie down! Now! Oh, he was telling me that my people are gonna suffer purely because I exist. Protect them. They are my salvation and strength. Come on, nuts! If you don't know what a Turbo Man doll is, Val, we need to talk. Do it!
Down now!
We're almost there. How do you know it's not me, but me? Everyone okay. We're gonna be selfless. Everyone's fine. Hope you are too. No cookie for you. It is a Christmas movie. Everything working? Oh, thank God. I'm hungry. Given recent events, be surprised if you weren't feeling off. Eat, rest. We act. It's a very fun movie. Okay. I think we've done it. We have made it to the end of the cutscene. There we go. Okay. Now we can do all the shoutouts. We gotta do rise, we gotta do death. We gotta make sure that they are properly taken care of. This is going to be amazing. Here we go.
Uni starting it with the lead again.
Oh look, you've gone through trauma.
Fuck it, dude.
I have made it.
I don't want to race anymore.
Yeah.
I don't fucking want to race.
I don't want to race anymore. So much for 5 minutes, right? That was
I said 20 minutes.
was
like
the
that
full
cartoon
bit.
frog. Hello, my baby.
You did that with 7 minutes to spare.
Yeah, he is
I
almost
did
in the
it.
Charleston.
I'm so good. First time. Didn't mean easy mode.
Alright, calm down. Calm
I-
down.
I didn't even need
sir,
like
we need you to calm down,
7
sir.
of my 8 cures.
Get a tranquilizer. Please back out.
I dropped into that. I was like, what
You
the
dumbass.
hell?
Yeah,
Why?
Yes, I was almost worried. I thought I might have killed Lucia for sure. But she wasn't the one that greeted me, so we're okay. We're okay with that.
I was not okay with that.
Nobody died. It's fine.
No.
Oh, you would not have been fine. I mean, we couldn't do it to Estinian because he has to be our new companion for all the dungeons. Rise, you got the clip about you don't want to race anymore. You're tired of racing. Thank you, Kitsu, for showing off my merchandise. Let's talk to all the people, see what they have to say. Yes, 'tis still you. My apologies. I realized too late that the aether emanating from the tower was distorting my perception. It was likely a temporary effect, but I remain wary. Tancred, no apologies necessary, least of all to me. If anything, there's a strange comfort in knowing I'm no longer the only one to have been used as a villain's puppet, though I pray you'll be the last. But that was from last night, that's good. Go back to work, Val. I appreciate your presence, even if you're one of those English people. That's okay. Urianger, full glad I'm to see thee wake and restored to thine own flesh once more. It's like fucking Arnold doing Shakespeare. Oh, Jesus. Full glad I am to see thee awake and restored to thine own flesh once more. He's not too far from it. If you get up to the next dungeon, yeah, I'm really close now. Whatever that was, let's not do it again. Are you certain that you've recovered? You mustn't push yourself, especially after an experience like that. Graha, thank heavens you're you again. Gave me quite a fright. Of course I did. Maxima, the body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you were returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Let us pray it is so, for I doubt it would be better off in the care of Xenos or Fandaniel. Agreed. Lucia, I will start your Organa. I will require a detailed report on what occurred whilst you were not yourself. For the contingent, of course. It can wait until later, okay. Alize, tell me what is going on. No missing bits now. Good, it won't promise the same for the others. How much these people suffer before they're satisfied. How many cool pointless tricks must they play? Prelude to the final days or now? This ends now. Did I miss anything in chat? I always wanted Arnold to read me a bedtime story. Of course. I've always wanted it as well. Those nuts seem salty. They're not salty. In fact, they're sweet. They're honey roasted peanuts. Yes. They're very sweet. They're not very sweet, but they are sweet. They're not salty. I mean, they're kind of sweet and salty. Jingle all the way. Kind of disappearing, I think. So, Infamous, are you going to start from episode 1 of The Last Kingdom again? Or are you going to start from where you were last? If you can get to the end of season 3, that is all I need. Because that is my favorite season so far. There's 4, and they're doing a 5th and then a movie, from what I understand. I will not tell you why I think people are going to die. Let's continue on. Oh yeah, but I'll start again from the beginning. But I want Arnold to read it. But that's Samuel Jackson. This seems salty. It was for the drink. Oh. Whoops.
It can be featuring you too, Vel. He's in Discord.
Can be featuring, yes. Vile. Guess what? You're still alive in RimWorld. You're alive. It's good. Where's Exposed? That red bastard is letting my people die. He's a horrible doctor. He's the worst. It's like, oh look, there's people in the med bay. They're sick. They're injured. What are you doing, doctor? You're going to sleep. What the fuck? But Vile, you're good. You're doing fine. But you should jump in. Have I ever mentioned I got through the application process to get an interview for Vikings Extra? Dude, why did you not do it? Also, get me that interview. I mean, it's too late now, but I had the Viking hair and the beard. I'd have been ready. I'm going out soon, so I can't join the BC. If you're going soon, that means you're not gone yet. You can do it. I trust
Reach the dungeon. Phoenix, reach the dungeon so I have an excuse to not go and to get P4, do P4.
I'm sorry, I got distracted reading the chat and reading all the other characters. I interviewed for Vikings 2 4 hours in the queue. That's amazing. I would do it. I'll just make sure to bring my phone. This anima was summoned with the corpse of Emperor Varys? This is the depravity, no bounds. It seems not. More to the point, we can surmise that wave of Aether issued from the tower, not from the Tower of Babel, but from the primal lurking within it. A primal whose cry rang rather more loudly in your ears than ours. Decided it would be a smart idea to fold my ankle in half. Couldn't walk for 2 months, had to miss it. That's unfortunate. I would have been very sad. Still friends with the guys I stood next with. That's really cool. Yes. Tell me more about what happened. Also, Infamous, stop hurting yourself. If you were taken to the tower itself, then this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is the beating heart of Teleforoy's machinations. Holy shit. You sure, Kitsu? Come on. Do it. In which case, we have some highly relevant information. As many of you know, ever since we dispatched troops to free the Leviathan, fuck, I cannot pronounce this, we've been developing a plan to infiltrate the tower. According to Tancred and his scouts, the main structure is lousy with tempered and enemy magitech. Do it, folding your ankle now. Furthermore, the road leading to it has collapsed, making it difficult to approach in numbers. Perks of a hairline fracture in your ankle, only time I've ever broke a bone. I suppose. That is very much ow. I still have not... I mean, I've cracked my head open, but I've not broken anything. Thus do we propose dividing our forces into 2 parties, one to distract and one to infiltrate. The Visionary Force will be comprised of the Ishgardian, the Gridanian, and the Leminson delegations. They will begin the construction of bridges to make them think we are marching upon the tower. Meanwhile, the best suited of our Alamigan, Uldan, and Eastern comrades will use a different method of access. I don't remember what word he used. I hit enter too soon. Look here. This is where we're on the map. The facility is marked in red. It's the Enceladum. Enceladum. Fuck it. A vast magitech manufactory in ruins now, of course. But the freight tunnel connecting it to the erstwhile Imperial Palace remains intact. While these guys' attention is elsewhere, our infiltration force can use it to enter the tower undetected. Be aware, however, that the underground rail network remains very much operational. The Templar are using it to bring supplies to the tower even now. You think Arnold sounds a lot like Nyx? That's crazy talk. Don't believe that. It's only Arnold here. If it can carry the material, it can carry us too, providing we sneak aboard. Well, no wonder you fell off a bike. Wait, who fell off a bike? What is going on? Oh shit. If Phoenix always sounded like this and I never noticed it. Maybe I did. Broken bones in my hands, my feet, and my wrist. Put spiral fractures in both my heels while keeping the bones and trying to shove the bones out of the bottom of my feet. This utterly, yes, painful and disgusting. I hope you're okay now. You only fell off it twice. The Scions will lead the infiltration party. Once inside, you must locate and dispatch Fandaniel and Xenos. We will save the people of Garlemald and those who suffered the world over. I'll have my vengeance yet. It's time we ended this once and for all. Listen to that. Once and for all. There will be no more casualties of the Telephoroid's maniacal ambition. How quickly can we enact this plan? Come on! Fandaniel made it quite clear that haste is a priority. Of paramount concern, even assuming he didn't name the Tower Babel on a whim. In Aemon's time, it meant Gateway of the Gods. Xander used it to refer to a void gate, but in this case it almost certainly alludes to something altogether greater. The eldest and most powerful of primals. All the more reason to act now. The rest of the contingent is aware of the plan, and we are ready to move at a moment's notice. You are to proceed north to Forum Patents. Liz's group will meet you there. I was a red belt in karate before I fractured my ankle. Still haven't thrown a kick yet. I switched to boxing and wrestling and jiu-jitsu instead. First time, diesel patch at traffic lights. So was low speed, but the bike bounced down the road as I spun on my arse thinking, bikes really bounce. And then I'm glad that the car behind me was a good distance away. Yeah, I'll bet. I never try to ride up the ass of a biker. I really don't. As ever, we are grateful for your foresight. This is the moment we have been waiting for. Spare no more effort in your preparations. Go home, you're drunk. The quest is accepted. What are people saying in chat? I can believe it. Extreme? We've got a lot of self-heals with some classes lately. I'm not surprised.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Like here, I think all tank party cleared EX number 2.
Party EX number 2?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I will not say the name of it because you're not that far.
Of course not. Don't do it.
Warrior. Okay, the warrior has like ungodly amount of self heal, so that explains why it.
Ah yes, of course.
Blood wedding! Yay!
I will take paladin over warrior any day.
I know this. You also will take ninja over almost everything else every day too.
I mean that is true. I think I did more than my 5 minutes of Arnold.
Probably.
I think it is complete.
Don't you also have a 6-minute plank?
What do you mean I have a 6-minute plank? Where?
Don't know where. There was discussion about
no plank was redeemed. Yeah, Rolling was saying something about doing a 6-minute plank, and I'm like, I'm not doing that in the middle of the cutscene.
You son of a bitch!
Like, he was saying that when I was fighting the dudes.
I told him that.
The normal dude.
No, I'm laughing at Kitsu.
Oh, second time it was dark. I was following GPS. Turn comes up. I go to take it, but didn't realize there was a junction right opposite of the apex. All of a sudden, there's more ditch than.
I meant the other thing that Kitsu did.
Ew. Are you talking about?
Yes.
The car biking? I mean, the bike bouncing?
No. Now you have to do a minute. Now you have to do a minute plank.
I know. But let's see what this person has to say here. Oh god. Whenever I hear this music, I know this is inconsequential dialogue. The tunnel is clear. Great. I wish you'd made sure to bring a coat instead. Oh. Let's not single her out by saying especially you. The plank! You plank! I will plank. We will finish this dialogue. It's Lee's. We never put Lee's on hold. I'll warm up when I throw a punch or two. We can throw it now. We've sparred before. Barely enough cloth to swaddle a newborn. Clearly he's been too... yeah. Didn't she have warmer clothes when we got here?
Yes.
We will see who's the fool when you freeze to death. Expect me not to warm your ill-prepared hide. See, this is dialogue I don't need. I 100% just skipped something. No one want to be warned by you, little son. Stop it. Be nice. You planker. You planker. Plank this. Not even doing lore though. Oh, vile. Maybe we should have streamed it. Everyone's set for battle. Yes, we're free of unnecessary warm clothes, because that makes sense. I can solo Titan, but can't fight with clothes on. You have 1
minute.
I'm busy! We're in the cutscene! Okay, next up, let's go. Tempers included, signs, press on no matter what. Let's go. It's great, do it, done. Because Arnold tells you to. That's why you do it, Ronnie. You must do it. Do it now. There's your answer. Less than a minute. Bran, yeah, but if he does have a lore question, that is true. You guys are having fun. I would have a lot of questions. And so
1 minute, kids.
there you go. Cat girls, bunny girls, 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 cat girls. Installing now.
And bunny guy.
Yeah, I am a dude. Should avoid moving as a group. I mean like a human dude.
I know you are.
Yeah. Okay, there's a lot of people that probably want a lot of talking, but we will do a plank, because we have to do a plank. Let's do a plank. We're going to this cutscene, to mute everything. Oh shit, while we're here, let's turn off, before I forget. Horsey.
Oh, I saw something I shouldn't see. Oh my god, an Eternatus VMAX. I've never gotten a golden card before.
Yeah,
And
bunny
it
boy's my
was-
butt. Probably not switching off of mine, though. Are you a bunny person right now?
Yes, I am. You just
Terrible.
haven't been on long enough to
You
even
succumbed to the fad.
I was gonna race change to begin with. What are you talking
Oh.
about? The fads, you can actually go. Let's see here. Jin. Well,
Jin changes
Abrams
more often
changed
than I
after
thought.
me, and then Jin switched. So you can harass Jin.
Oh, I always harass Jin because he always harasses us.
It's only fair. Well, actually, no. You're technically the main target from everybody. I'm just way too nice.
I just have to exist. Display capture. Bunny boys are lame. You heard it here first, folks. I took the cat girl, put most of the sliders way down. Oh, you did not amp up all the sliders? And you made them really short?
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Boom. Got it. I wonder if that clap made it through my mic. Welcome back, tiny little cat girl. I read that as your pants called, and I didn't know what to think, so I'm glad it's something normal like parents. We are halfway there. There's some spicy bunny boy ahi pics on Discord.
Yes, and it's only that
Very
this
thunderous
thing didn't break the screenshot buttons because I'm on Windows 11.
Oh. Yeah, I had to make the switch to Windows 11 too because games just weren't working with the 12th gen CPUs on Windows 10. I prefer not to upgrade until I'm forced to, and even then I really don't like it.
Even then, this computer would have came with it anyway, so.
Yeah, well, I'm here now, and I'm enjoying it. I've made it work. There's a lot of quote-unquote features that they introduced that I'm like, why? No one asked for these.
It used to be when I would have my headset plugged in, it would automatically flip the headset mode and be done with it. I have to manually flip everything if I put my headset in. It sucks.
You know what I miss? The normal volume mixer. Instead it pulls up an entire freaking window, and I'm like, I don't need this. I just need the little dialogue thing that's like, oh look, all this shit. And then, what was the other one? The other one was right-clicking on anything, you had a simplified menu that like didn't even have cut and paste anymore. So glad I found a tip to fix that. Oh, did your audio mixer not like Windows 11, Kitsu? You can't Windows 11? Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that just happen that didn't need to happen, and I've made fixes to most, but currently volume mixer is the one that annoys me. The Windows audio right-click thing? Fuck that. Yeah. Oh, we have no sound. Good grief. Wait. Is there another Arnold I was supposed to do? Why bring up a full page? Right? I just needed the little like dialogue window in the corner, and it always worked. The last time I had to pull up the volume mixer, it literally did not load any of my volume options. Just like reset apps, and it didn't show any of the apps. I'm like, I need to adjust the volume. Scene. You look lonely in Discord. Aw, so nice. Happy is Here's war. Everyone else was doing raids.
And I was supposed to have Pathfinder, but that didn't happen, so I just stayed here.
It's very nice. And soon we're gonna have a dungeon. We are a lot further from the dungeon than I thought I was.
Nah, well, yes and no, but also not really. Yeah. It's just a long walk.
It's a
also,
long crawl.
you haven't flipped back the game.
Oh, I didn't. I'm just reading dialogue anyway.
I know you are.
Fear not, mysterious wounds have gone untreated. I mean, looking at your glorious face is nice, but assuming, nah, not right now. We're just doing this. But it's good to remind me, because I always forget. All right, tally ho! Maybe one day we will get that tally mod, and ho we go. And return to Mass Effect 2. One day. I feel like I am approaching this in the worst direction because I cannot climb a wall. But anyway, yeah, I'm happily on Windows 11 now. Things work. Whoop whoop. I have now adjusted. Oh, I also hated that they stuck the like start menu in the middle of my taskbar.
You can move that.
I did, but I still hated it.
I moved it. I was like, what the f— this is not a tablet.
Like, why did they introduce these things? No one asked for these. No one asked for a raid. Oh my god. It's okay.
Too bad, so sad. You gotta
Yeah,
read.
now I have to deal with this. It's terrible. All of you, all of yous. Let me just park my bird real quick. We're gonna park my bird right here. Okay, this raid time. Yes, we will fend you off. All of you crazy people. How dare you raid me? You think you can plunder all my goods and all my booty? No! You're wrong!
Velvet is
shout
probably quite right, considering the last time that there was a shout out.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I swear they created it for a tablet. They did. They really did.
I'm sorry, I tried to dissuade him.
Okay. What is this going to be? If it says anything, I'm going to mute this real quick. Muting! Okay, so it's a fight scene. I saw. We're giving the shout out. I'm not looking at my screen.
We're not there. We're
yeah.
not there.
I mean, I've already seen this, I'm pretty sure, but I can't hear anything you're saying out here because my headset is muted. And I have no idea what's going on, but it still says there's still the head title thing, so we're not looking. This is a good time. Ignore it. Every time! I love it. That's hilarious. Okay, it's gone. I'm turning my volume back up.
Oh yeah, so you
don't worry, I
need
missed
to
all of
like don't do the shout out until you're level
It
90.
had to happen. I can't not shout out. It must be done. It is streamer etiquette. Even if you say don't do it, I will do it. But don't worry. At least we are prepared. So I knew the second I saw anything Final Fantasy related, just mute and away we go. We did fine. I missed all of it, but I'm pretty sure I've already seen that scene. Not like the scene in the game, but like I think I've seen that shout out. I think that was the first one I saw, and then the second one I muted. Because I think you were just doing a fight, so you didn't really spoil anything in that one, I don't think. Just maybe what the fight was, but it's a really small screen, so I didn't see it. Okay, let's start from the top, because there's a lot that went on when I'm like, I'm not listening. Take of the headset. Oh, take off the headset. Gotcha. No, I can just mute it. See, it says I don't hear anything. Welcome, ladies. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for following Luca live. Mocha Latte 360. Here's August. He's actually paying attention today. He's such a lovely boy. He's not ignoring you guys this time like every other stream for the past 2 months. Welcome to the pack. It's nice to have you here. Let's see. I'm so far behind on chat, so I'm just kind of... Oh, let me write you down so I don't forget to shout you out in flight team. Black Velvet. Wicked raid. We did it. We did it. What were you streaming? You were doing Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, how'd that go? Don't tell me what happened, but tell me what happened. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand what I'm asking. Possible spoilers. Say they're created for tablet. Take off the headset. Don't look. Every time. Ignore it. Hi. And hype. And this man, you are the worst. I told him not to. This is not me impersonating you. This is just how I'm reading it. It's T's fault. Why is it T's fault? Oh, wait. Yes. No. Yes. No. No one's fault. Spoilers, you mean like how it was the Moogle pumping meth into the water source? Yes. And then we slapped him and everything was better. God, that's actually my favorite Moogle quest when you're doing like the beast tribes, right? Okay, I'm not getting butchered.
Was it? No.
There's one where you literally have to use the emote to slap a Moogle into like sense, quote unquote, and I loved it. It was my favorite thing.
That probably is Beast Tribe, because that's not Dark Knight Quest.
No. You don't. You get to like fight them, and be annoyed by them, and learn from them, but you don't get to slap them.
Dark Knights are magical girls because they're filled with love.
He's special. Wait, what? You shouldn't
Dark
have
Knights are magical girls.
I disagree. Especially since they had all their magic removed from them. They are not the same. I still refuse to acknowledge. I mean, I'll acknowledge
that they're
it.
Powered by love. Okay.
No, I refuse to be happy with Dark Knight. I refuse. Until it goes back to Prime Heaven's Word era, but it never will. Unless there's a classic mode, in which case I could happily revisit it for a bit.
They're happy at this point. You're gonna be Pally for the rest of the time in Ninja.
Yeah, I'm Paladins. I'm been okay with its updates. It's new. He's not in Zone 4. I like how you guys have just zoned it 1 through 6 already. I mean, I don't know if even if you saw, it would spoil who you're fighting. Vile, I'm pretty sure that one I've seen, and I'm not spoiled. And it was a really small, like, the shout out if anyone's watching. I'm sure you might be like full screening it perhaps, but it's just like on my screen, it's definitely not full screen, so I see it even smaller, so I can barely see what's going on in the clip anyway. Lots of explosions! I think we talked about this, Black Velvet. We both like to have the settings up, including effects. I was making that up completely. I love that it's somehow ties. Oh, I know you were making it up. Dark Knight is the best. It was the best. I refuse to acknowledge it as anywhere near the best today. Yes, I'm biased, so take it with it what you will. Even though it's not a great tank right now. Pretty sure Dark Knight was only a great tank in Heaven's Ward. And then since then, it's just kind of slowly petered out. Whereas Paladin has made its way up. Warrior, we don't even talk about Warrior. Please, get out of here. Warrior is a travesty. Be a real tank. Use a sword. Come on.
Okay, so then Gunbreaker has a sword.
Gunbreaker does have a sword. I can accept Gunbreaker. Warrior, I don't care if I lose a follow. Warrior is shite. Warrior plays fine, but I just hate it. It's like McDonald's. If you go to McDonald's, I won't hate you.
It's the easiest of the 4.
It's a what?
It's probably the easiest of the 4.
Nah. Warrior?
Mm-hmm.
Uses a filthy axe.
Yes, and?
But
I worked on getting my Revolver Born Relic for that axe, thank you.
Okay, now on that note, Mocha Latte. War being simple as fuck. A lot of classes have become simple as frack. I'm trying to say that less. Going into Stormblood, going into Shadowbringers, going into Endwalker, I feel like a lot of classes have just become overly simplified and I hate it. Like, I don't know, a lot of them have become kind of homogenous too. They're very similar. All of them have their like 1, 2, 3 combo and that's it. There's not as much to play with. It's basically like, here's your rotation and that's the only correct way to play the class. Whereas I feel like back in the day there was a lot more to play with. I'm one of those people that enjoyed stance dancing, you know, sword oath, shield oath, that kind of thing. And I don't know, it just made it more active for me, more to think about and play around with in combat, whereas now it's like monotonous almost. I have never played Summoner. I have level... Let's go back to the game real quick. I have... Let me show you my things, because I've been here a while. I've got level 80 Summoner, which I've never touched because I leveled Scholar. There it is, over there. But Sword is better. You're my new best friend. Just got Gunbreaker to 90. It's all right. I'm okay with Gunbreaker. It's not my favorite, but it's got a sword, so I'm happy with it. I generally do, like, I did Paladin for A Realm Reborn, went Dark Knight for Heaven's Ward, kind of tried to Dark Knight for Storm's Blood, and then Shadowbringers, I just said, screw this, Dark Knight has been butchered from what it used to be. And I love Dark Arts and all the stuff that came with it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the set in stone thing. Like, even Paladin, even though it is still not like super complicated at all, the fact that I can swap into like a healing mode excites me. So when a healer dies, it's horrible, but I get excited because then I'm like, oh, now I can, like, you know, I was saying, you know, do I just kind of keep going DPS? Do I maybe try to keep this DPS alive through heals? Do I just cycle through my MP mode so that I can make sure I always have some heal to throw out? And it's just like, suddenly the battle is active and not just cookie cutter. You know what I'm saying? As a tank, you nine times out of 10 you just tank and spank, right, Aki? It's like, it's not difficult.
That's why I main a red mage, because at the beginning of all shiny new content, I get the chance to res a whole ton of people.
It's fun, even though it sucks when people die. But
yeah, I'm just like, oh shit, I have to heal. Oh shit, I have to do this.
Yeah. Red mage was your first main. I mean, red mage is pretty cool. I'll say it's one of the mages.
No, I mean
Bard. No, in chat. In chat. Not you, Aki, specifically. Yeah, no. So then I've just been main paladin since, and I'll just stick with it. And I do it without a shield, right? I have the, oh shit. I have the heroic spirit shield glammed on. But otherwise, DPS, I usually do ninja, just because of dual blades. And then I'll dink around with bard and samurai on occasion, will be the bigger ones. Occasionally I do red mage. It's the only mage I really enjoy at this point, just because everything else is staying too still. I would consider Heaven's Ward Dark Knight a mage. Ever since then, I don't consider it a mage. Emperor's New Shield. Heroic Spirit Shield is cooler, trust me, because it's blue. And because it's got, well, it's like a Fate reference, okay? I want to be a heroic spirit. Do I have it here? No, I probably don't. I don't have it. That's probably in my wardrobe.
No. Well, I see it popping up. It just doesn't.
Yeah, actually.
It just won't
no,
show.
it's not gonna show. Actually,
it should be in your wardrobe where it's supposed to be proper.
I can just search it up. Heroic Spirit Shield. Oh god, I'm naked. That's what it looks like. Oh, it looks so cool. But otherwise, I do like a lot of the Emperor's New Groove stuff.
All my jewelry is Emperor's New Clothing.
What was that about the Emperor's New Clothing?
All my jewelry.
Oh yeah, yeah. All my jewelry the same. Like,
and I own the Monk Fist one.
Oh, the Monk Fist is so good because then you actually feel like a monk. You're fist fighting people.
You use the then you have the gloves Like there's punching gloves, and you have the fists, the covered weapons. So
I've been enjoying the tonfas lately too.
That is cool. I like that they did tonfas because that is different and cool.
I'm pretty sure that was new as of what? Shadowbringers? Or was it Stormblood even?
No, Skaven gear has tonfas.
Okay, Heroic Spirit Shield I think is a missed opportunity at this point. I'm looking it up right now.
No, Heroic Speed Shield I think is the Garo one.
I don't know if that was a Garo one.
Because Garo one had the Garo event had a Vizzy shield.
I think it was a PvP thing, which would have been Garo. Yeah.
Well, you could get it from the Make It Rain event, I think. Usually when they had extra Garo stuff in one of the Make It Rain events. But the gear from that wasn't dyeable. You actually had to do the Garo event to get the dyeable
Gear
stuff.
set, Golden Wolf set. That's Garo. And I'm pretty sure that's never coming back.
Never say never.
Because I think there was something about rights that they're just like, we can't. Garo rerun. I remember reading something about this. 2021 July. They'd have to negotiate a new license contract with the owners of Garo, which could come with other changes. 4 jobs currently do not have weapons will be 6 and 6.0 the 2. So there is something about licensing that they don't. They have to go and redo it. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that that kind of thing happens. I mean, well, it would be nice if it came back, but I think that's how I got it. I saw it and I'm like, I need it. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I hate when gear becomes unobtainable. It'd be nice if, I don't know, I guess they can't do that either. They can't just like recolor it and re-release it as new gear like they do with a lot of other shit.
Oh, like the crafted gear being PvP gear?
Yeah, that. But because they would have to, I guess, still get the rights for it either way. Yeah, at least you can still one hand with the Emperor's Shield. This. Also, when I was in A Realm Reborn, before we had an Emperor's Shield, I always ran around with the Cobalt bladed Lantern Shield because it made me feel like I wielded 2 swords. That's how we used to run around. It's a good time. It's a good time. So, oh shit, I turned my sound off again. So yeah, I mostly do Paladin Ninja with some dabbling in Samurai Bard, Red Mage. What else do I like? I'm gonna see how Reaper goes. Sage might be the first healer I actually play around with. Monk can be fun. Dark Knight I will dabble in occasionally, as much as I hate it. It's still wielding a 2-handed sword and it's cool. Although, I will have to say, since release, Dark Knight has had the stupidest run and idle combat animations I've ever seen. I am not a janitor. I do not sweep the floor with my sword. That is not how I work. I hate it so much. I refuse to play Black Mage aside from leveling it. Summoner, Scholar. Let's not tap into embarrassing. That's a whole other can of worms. Alright, let me pull this back over here so I can... Oh, no, let's close that. I don't need that. Where did my stream go? Ah, there you are. At least we can front flip with... I mean, my favorite thing about Dark Knight, and I'm going to do this in the middle of this zone, is it the victory? No, what's the pose? Victory and... action? Victory... Aki, do you remember what it is? There's like victory...
It's either, what, the Fantasy XIV tour? That's victory, I think.
No, he does the like cloud actual battle stance, and I'm like, why can't I just have that for combat? But what are there's the 2 different animations you can play with. One is like victory pose.
I think it's the C pose.
What's the other one? There's another one. There's an action?
Well, there's battle / B stance.
That's definitely the cloud thing.
There you go. That's cloud.
Yeah, I mean there's this, but the whole like twirl thing was the victory. But there's another one. There's like an action pose or something.
It's
action
B
pose?
stance. There's B stance and victory pose. Are the 2 emotes. Everything,
See.
and then changing pose with your weapon standard is C pose.
What was the stance one?
B stance.
V stance?
Slash B stance. It's the short form for battle stance.
Oh,
Or
battle
V
stance.
occupation.
Battle.
Yeah.
B, 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 B. I heard V. I'm bad.
No.
Battle
B.
stance it is. Here we go, here we go, here we go. When he gets into... Why can't that be my combat stance? Right there! Instead I run around like I'm sweeping the goddamn floor. It's so dumb.
I mean, I guess there's a skill that you guys get that looks like when Derplander does the Shadow Bringer pose.
Is that? Battle stance. Shut up, Kitsu. But don't, because we know I love everything you say. Typical MMO practicing. Is I could still, yeah. Typical MMO. I mean, that's why I hate the story sometimes. Is it's just got that MMO writing / pace, and it doesn't hook you in. And then we get moments like where I was not myself, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. And one shot zips it. What are you zipping? And please don't say your pants. Pippin! Oh my god. Has anyone heard Pippin in Japanese?
No.
Jagoon is the word walking? No.
I heard that he's really deep.
Oh god, he's so deep. I mean, given his father is... God, that's gonna haunt me, just saying what I did. Given his father is Roban, like, it makes sense. He's also a very manly man. I haven't worked trousers without elastic waistband in years. The running is cool. Oh, you know what I wish I had? The ninja... Is it the ninja sprint? No, the rogue sprint for ninja rather than the ninja sprint or something like that. I'm not crazy about the Naruto run. Let me. Okay, let's play around with things. People are saying Goon is. It's all right for a walk, right? I know the sprint is the other thing. I still feel like Dark Knight is worse because I'm still sweeping. It's dumb. If I drop that blade by accident like 3 inches down, I'm gonna be pole vaulting myself forward. It frustrates me more than Dragoon does for sure. I do on that Soul Calibur. I don't even know because I didn't play much Soul Calibur.
What is best in life?
Thank you, Kaze.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women.
What was I gonna look at? I don't even remember. Oh, ninja.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Did I just get played twice?
And hear the lamentation of their women.
Or did that just play twice? Because I only see you redeemed it once. Seagull's busted as hell. It had 0 cooldown. I mean, did you actually play it twice? I make sense that it has 0 cooldown. I don't put cooldowns on these sound alerts. Let's see. So there's something about Rogue. So it's got... Okay, maybe it's just the... Like, I would prefer to have the ninja sprint, so the Naruto sprint, and then I would rather be running around like this as a ninja. I feel like it's a cooler run. The Rogue run. Rather than the ninja one. Which is just me hunkered down running forward. I don't know, I'm not a fan. Oh, does it? Oh. Should be a move at least for Dragoons. A pole vaulting! Yeah. It's kind of like your jump back, but you just jump forward without a target. It's good. I like it. We're making ideas, Vile. We're making ideas. Gotta go sleep. Absolutely, Ronnie. Thanks for dropping by. Also, thanks for reminding me that I need to write down that you were here. Alright, we're going through a passage. Let's go. Continue with the story. Continue. It's only been 2.5 hours. Good God. I might do exactly what you recommended, Kitsu, in that between dungeons, I might just record the playthrough and then upload it on YouTube rather than stream it. You have no idea. I only see it in chat that it happened once. Aw, Kaze. Dude. Thank you. Bits in your sub. Let's not forget that. Is it... Pippin, talk! Talk to me. He's gonna say it. Damn it! There's no voices. I'm so upset. So upset. I might just pull it up on YouTube. I might just do it. You should hear it, Aki. It's so amazing hearing Pippin talk. What's he sound like in English? Is he deep in English? See a vial.
He sounds
I'm gonna look it up.
normal.
Edge. YouTube. Let's go to YouTube.
It's not deep. It's just it fits him.
Gotcha.
If
I prefer the.
I had a way to
unfit
describe it.
Unfit for duty. Oh god, look at all this. Look at all this. Pippin FF15 voice. Do we go with this? This might be it. This is probably Japanese. It says manly.
Well, that's the voice changes, so that's gonna go through manly voice off. That should be.
This is probably the Japanese one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not to take me in a manly fashion suggestion. Maybe.
早速パパちゃん殿と協力し調べてみたのだが王宮に持ち込まれた錬金薬の出所はフロンテール薬学院だった同薬学院の前院長が発明した飛薬だそう
He's such an epic manly voice. Like, this is a dude that will wreck nations. He is the one who will fight solo for like 3 days to buy people time kind of voice. It's so good, and I love Pippin. He's like the one Lalafell that I love in this game. The one. All right, Infamous, it's nice having you. Thanks for coming by. English. I mean, we could be the voice changes. Let's see what that is.
It should.
Oh my god, I can't stand. That's a Realm Reborn Thancred. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Yida, Papamo, Urianger.
Oh, yeah, I think you want to go to the Heavensward section. No.
Alamigo, that should be fine. That should be English. I'm skipping things. Oh god, that was loud. Let's there's a lot of fighting.
I mean, you
here.
can verify that if it's English with Alphino talking, you know.
Oh, I suppose I could have. People, talk. Talk to me. Oh, here's Pippin!
Ah, you are returned. Were your negotiations with the Wolfman?
I see.
Oh,
I see.
wait, there's Pippin.
It's very different. Very much less manly. It's nice to have you, Infamous. Go have yourself a Guinness, my friend. Yeah.
Successful.
But it just works. It just fits.
It does.
In
It
English.
does. He's like the manliest of Lalafells, to be fair. To be fair.
Well, I also heard Yu Hase has a deep voice too for the Crystal Braves.
Who is that?
Yu Hase, the treacherous Lalafell.
Oh, that little bastard. I don't even know how to pronounce his
one
name.
of the treacherous Lalafells.
Trader. What's his name? Nope, that's. I say Lalafell and it gives me Ilberd. Like, what the hell?
He's
shit.
one I would like to punch in the face too.
What's his thing that Zal used to say all the time? Sloppy.
I would not be able to
God
tell
damn
you.
it.
Yes, his thing. Yes.
Oh my god, she was obsessed with that quote. You want the Yu Yu Hase voice?
I heard it was deep.
It's Japanese. Do you play it in? It's deep dare. Daddy.
I play in English, so.
Tobin, what do you play in? Yeah, no. After a Realm Reborn, I just couldn't. Since Heaven's Word, I've been Japanese, and it's at that point now. I can't switch back. Like I'll go to English, and even though English is better, it still makes me cringe a lot of times.
The Heaven's Word voices were like, oh my god, they got a new thing, and then you get used to it, and then it was amazing.
Except my issue now is I can't get used to it because I'm so used to Japanese.
The only one that I'm like on is Meryl Weeb, because the Realm Reborn voice for her was actually pretty good.
I mean,
compared to everybody else.
It makes sense. She's like the most popular character, I think.
Well,
a lot of people love her.
The 3 state rulers? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Tobin, what is normal? English?
Probably.
I'm gonna assume English. Oh, this is Japanese. Let's go. I don't remember his voice. Oh!
ご覧の通りです。総帥。すべてはエオルゼアのために。
I love it. It's making me think of what's his name? Oh, did he have anything to do with Final Fantasy? The Kotomine voice actor. I mean, we are so sidetracked right now. We are. Yes, you're
You
English,
really
okay.
think he's Kotamine?
No.
You
But he's
right?
reminding me of him, and I'm wondering if he has done anything in Final Fantasy. So, video games. Tekken, of course. Ark the Lad! Shit, I played that game. Tales of the Abyss. Kingdom Hearts 2. He's Luxord. Interesting. I wouldn't know because I played it in English.
English, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm on board with English. Like, I grew up with Kingdom Hearts English, and it was good English for, you know, for English voice acting. It was definitely
the
good.
replacements that they did when people kind of died were actually pretty good. So.
Oh shit! People died.
Well, yeah, because Xehanort was Spock.
Oh right, I remember that. Yeah. He plays. He does do a voice. I don't remember who Varus is in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh.
Varus? Wait, how did you not
That
know Varus?
dude. He's
yes,
just.
that
Okay, he's been dead a little while, okay? But, you know, not
dead.
dead.
A little while, as in last expansion dead.
Yeah. Oh, and he does King Hassan in FGO. I'm on board. I still need to play Kingdom Hearts 3. He does Weiss in Remake Intergrade? Why am I playing it in English? Square usually hits their dubs out of the park. Anime, though, and pretty much any other JRPG has to be subbed for me. I mean, I'm pretty much on board. There's very few animes I can actually watch in English, and some that I might even consider better than Japanese. But for the most part, I think honestly it comes down to just like, this is a lot more of what Japan has done, you know? Like, I think they took voicing animations more seriously than North America did for longer. And so it's just like a much more higher standard in general, whereas it's only more the past like 10 years that North America has really kind of amped up their voice acting for these kinds of things. I don't know, that's just me. I can't watch Gundam in subs.
Gundam specifically.
Gundam, oh.
Yeah, because they English cast kind of took it, knew exactly what it was, and just made it better. As soon as I watched the Scream for Domo in Japanese, I'm like, no, I can't do this because the English one was better.
I can't. I loved it when I first watched it. Dragon Ball Z in English. I cannot watch it anymore. I've tried it in English and I'm like, this is so cringe. And then I tried to watch it in Japanese, but I can't stand Goku's voice. It's the worst thing ever. Like, Japan usually gets it right, but my God, Goku's voice for Japanese, I can't stand it. Is the worst decision, in my opinion, ever made in animation history. Like, if I could have Japanese dub Dragon Ball Z with just the English voice actor for Goku, I would be so on board. So on board. Like, maybe Dragon Ball it works, but Dragon Ball Z, I can't. Even the voice actor for Naruto does way better, and I feel like their voice still like matured a bit through Naruto to Shippuden, and it's the same actor, I'm pretty sure, who is also female, and they did, I think, a wonderful job.
Well,
okay,
yeah, Ed is a female VA for Japanese for Fullmetal Alchemist, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't remember what I watched that in. I might have watched that in English. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, that's because you had Travis Willingham and Laura Bailey, and really good emotive scenes.
Yeah. I know a lot of people got upset that basically all the voice actors were replaced for Final Fantasy VII Remake. But I think a large part of that decision also is because a lot of the older voice actors for that are getting old. And remaking, assuming it goes well, which there's like no way it won't, just for nostalgia, rose-rimmed glasses, like they're gonna be looking at using this as like a 10-year project, I'm sure, right? You're gonna have 6 or 8 years probably just to get the main game out completely. Then they're gonna do spin-offs, maybe some more Kingdom Hearts things, I don't know, right? Like the characters are gonna be used for a while, and they probably want young people that can stick with it for a longer term contract, which is the other guys, it's like they might just die.
No, but the ending of 7R, I'm like, you're really gonna do this? You're really going to play with my emotions? And I'm going...
Oh my god, did you do the Yuffie DLC?
Of course I did.
Oh
So
my
I'm
god! Like on one hand, I hate it so much because I'm like, there's such a, like, as much as I want him to live, there was such a power to his story arc and why he died. But I'm so happy he gets to live at the same time. Sorry.
But I'm like, they're going to do something, and I'm going to have I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
I'm glad it got established as like an alternate timeline universe thing.
There's a lot to talk about with that, in which case, I don't know.
This is not the time for that.
Yeah, sorry, Kaze. Yeah. But there's definitely some theories about this timeline shenanigans. It might not be timelines. I will happily discuss that when I stop the stream. Sorry, I got so hyped. But it is kind of. I specifically wrote no spoilers for this stream, and I immediately go into spoilers for something else. So it is kind of a fair point, even if it's a joke.
Yeah, there's the tag. I'm like, wait, where's the tag? Oh, there's
It is there. It is there. Because I don't want to be spoiled for Heaven's Ward. Endwalker. Alright, I have a dungeon.
Yes. Okay.
3 hours later, I have a dungeon. I feel like by the time I actually play, I won't remember the endings. That's fair. Well, I mean, it's also not even the ending either, right? But I mean, did you play Original 7? I feel like you said you did.
Not OG 7, no, but I knew enough of the course of events that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I played
Crisis Core?
Yes, to the end, where I'm at the point in Crisis Core on the UMD I'm on my way for Genesis round 3? Yeah,
Okay.
round 3. Which is
like
the
underground?
end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I already beat up, I guess it was a mini boss. And I was like, F my life. But I'm like, but I still knew how it all ended with him. And my mom was the one that played Dirge of Cerberus pretty much all the way through.
My dad did Dirge of Cerberus, and I just kind of tuned in here and there and watched the cutscenes when they happened because they looked really cool. What would you say?
She made it to the end where Vita trying to be up Nero really affected her motion sickness, so she actually couldn't do the last boss.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because he moves a lot. He moves around a lot, and Vincent moves around a lot too, so it just activated her. Ananda might, if you message him.
I might message a good old friend of mine.
Advent Children.
Right, what do you...
Watch that too.
Advent Children? I only did OG7 watch Advent Children.
And I also went
Advent
around
Children
and watched the complete one, which had the extended fight scene.
Highly recommend complete because it also allows blood and gore.
Yes, it does. You actually get to see the blood on Cloud's shirt.
Yes, and many other moments. Okay, so the only thing I'm lacking is a healer, and I don't know if I'm gonna get that. Oh, he could do it. Healer would likely be best if I steal a 4th. Oh god, can I rely on him to heal me?
I mean,
oh,
Amanda's right in front of me.
And right in front of you? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm finding them.
I'm asking.
We are sending him a tow.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god! I haven't heard your voice in years.
What you doing, man?
Oh, I'm dying inside. Taking so long to do this story. And very sad at some parts so far. Uh-huh.
Well, you know, there's also this one part that I could tell you about.
Ruin everything.
I'll just let you know about everything. No big deal.
It's a shame I trust you.
Let me hold on. Response, but it's been pointing at the letterbox, so might be waiting for mail.
He says he can do it. So he's it, which means I do need you to heal
so
me.
he responded to you, but not me. Okay then.
I'm the FC leader. I have priority.
Oh sure.
Trumps all friendships, right, Al?
FC leader. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah. God, I have made many regrettable decisions.
You're lucky. I only have.
The only regrettable decisions are only things you invite in FC chat that I get to bear witness to.
You're not aware of one of my regrettable decisions.
There's a lot of regrettable decisions going around right here.
He's here in chat.
Okay, well I am your old crap healer in case things happen.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm not moving off of Red Mage because the only other level thing I got is Warrior, and that don't work.
Kitsu, what?
Well, luckily for this kid right here, I only have level 80 healers or level 90 healers.
There's nothing in the middle.
There's nothing in the middle right now.
There is absolutely nothing in the middle. I have a level 78 bard.
Who's a mistake? Oh, I was saying Al. Well, not like Al himself was a mistake, but the mistakes of my life is represented in chat here via Al because of a really shitty thing I did as a friend.
Yeah, as a friend, huh?
As a friend. At the time, I was just an officer, okay? I wasn't an FC leader.
Yeah. That's all right, man. It's all, all water under the bridge.
It's all under the bridge. By the way, want to join my FC?
Bro.
you get to join all the people that roast him on a daily basis.
Oh, he roasts me anyway.
I was like, I can roast this guy whatever I fucking
What do you
want.
look like these days?
Dad, I don't think you would be the mistake. No.
Okay.
I think it's Al that's the mistake.
If I told you what happened, I think you'd change your mind.
Oh, no, it's actually my fierce leader that's the mistake. Instead.
Yeah, I am the mistake.
Very much a mistake. I'm the better raid lead. Or FC lead.
Aww. How come I can't go further? Give me more.
Oh, you're stuck with your pull him out right now.
Oh wait, I don't have all of my good skills. What is this?
Yeah, come on,
to
dude.
land of being level 83 at
83.
Death, you are not the proud mistake.
I'm gonna let you die just for this.
I mean, can you even let me die?
I know. I literally have to take off like the fucking 2 DPS to heal skill.
God. It's your fault I'm playing this game again.
My fault?
It is. When we did
my fault?
that one free weekend where I came back, what was it?
Oh, that's
a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, you know, and we did fucking, what was it? We did turn 9, and it was horrible, and it kept getting worse every run.
It's fine.
That's the reason I came back.
But it's T9. How does it get better?
It was just the two of us.
It was just the two of us at the time before, what was it? It was like, I think it was like the first Eden that was out, so we didn't even get the second or third sets yet. So you couldn't necessarily solo it yet either very well. I mean, you could, but We didn't have the skill, and I was screwing up real bad. And it got worse. I got him.
Okay, now you can.
Can we
pull
keep
another
going?
pack.
Yes. Let's go. Let's do it.
Keep going so that way I can do my rest of my combo.
Can I do any more?
Where I
Probably
don't
not.
get to do where I don't get to do my pretty line, but that's okay.
Literally, with me around, you can do multiple.
Oh, can I? Can I do wall to wall with you without popping any buffs?
Honestly, maybe.
That's a bait.
Maybe.
Oh,
Honestly.
shit.
Like,
You didn't see me pop that heal at all.
No, I didn't see shit.
What?
Didn't see
heal?
shit.
Okay.
Nope. You're gonna go build your own chat with blackjack and hookers. What?
I mean, sounds like a good round of The Sims.
Is there some snacks to go with all that? Barnabas. I'm so excited to know nothing about the mechanics of this.
Yeah,
What
sure.
do
If
you-
we all die, then I'll give you mechanics.
Yeah. Okay.
I was about to see it. Like, where's my embolden? I need my dippus.
Well, yeah, there's your embolden.
There it is. I'm good.
I don't even know. Oh, I see. Red mage thing.
Yes, would you? Oh shit! Ow!
It's been a while. I haven't tapped into it since I leveled it up. Oh god. These negatives.
Magnets.
Opposites attract.
Science.
Shit.
Oh!
That was tight. We're gonna be fine.
Are we?
Don't worry. Oh my god, stack! Does that even work for something like that? I don't even know.
Yes.
It does? Nice! I'm game.
Bro. Magnets.
Yeah. About that. Oh, Nanda.
Oh.
Oh, I should probably...
His guy.
Ah, you're all ranged. I don't need to pull him out. Plus, he pulled himself out. Oh, that ruined my rotation a bit. This looks fun.
Oh shit! I forgot about the part. And that.
I got a stack.
That's called a badge of honor.
Oh, okay. Remember when you could get 16?
Dude, those were the days.
Oh god, that was an achievement to get them all.
Like I said, 16 badges of honor, no problem.
Handicapped for when you were bored. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's okay, we've got a resume. It's fine.
Oh, that's right.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, he's positive.
Magnets.
Yeah.
Res.
Oh, did that not go off? Well, that's unfortunate.
That hurts. And heal Nanda. Ah!
We're okay.
Hey, have a stack.
Oh,
I
well.
I even popped Swift to get an extra heal in there for you.
I was helping a little bit. Ah! Oh.
Of magnets.
Attracts. Oh, Ananda wants to go close! Ananda, get close! There he goes. Whoopsie. I am proud of all of you in chat. All of you.
Or in chat? Oh, are
you? You know, they were sad they didn't get to be the proud mistakes.
Oh wow, that.
Aki, get out. It's too late.
I had involved still.
I'm not gonna say I'm a god, but
No.
You're gonna say you're a god.
I'm gonna say I'm a god.
I had transcendence still. It worked out.
You didn't hit anybody. Oh, Nanda didn't.
I'm actually that hit was actually questionable. It looked like he was out of that.
It seemed like he was in it on my screen. I have this new fancy PC anyway.
PC, let's
go. Let's go. Oh wait, shit! The track, get away.
Oh, Nanda.
It's 6% on this.
I definitely did worse in the last boss. Can I do the thing? Oh no, that was way too late.
I'll do that. Okay. He's almost dead. Ooh.
Can you just die? Thank you. Ooh, rings of healing.
Oh yeah, this shit. What is this? Get this shit.
Oh look, the hat that I'm not gonna be able to wear.
I could use it probably with my whenever I get those classes up there.
Oh, I can wear it.
Wear it.
Most of the new dungeon stuff you can wear.
Did you want me to pass on it? Did you want it? Wait, what are you talking about? Is it the hat?
Take the hat.
Okay.
I didn't realize you could. But I also thought it was an aiming hat, so that's also a terror.
Well done.
No, but has the hat for your ninja.
So you look largely the same since I've seen you last.
Dude, my character itself hasn't changed.
Are you saying you have?
Me?
I am curious what the ninja stuff looks like. Oh my god! I might be able to finally reach a happy glam status with the the endgame stuff. I think it's the tome stuff for ninja.
That's because that's edge. If you're talking about the 570 stuff.
Looks kind of dragony, but that's the only thing I don't like about it. And then the actual savage raid gear for tanks, and I'll be really close to my Emiya glam. So close.
You're so close, man.
I almost like the new level 80 stuff that they pumped out, except you have like a stupid collar and tie that I'm just like, why?
Bro, look at me. I'm wearing a fucking tux. Okay?
Yeah, but that's not a tux. Yours is a tux. The gear I wanted was not a tux. Why would they do this to me? But it's okay. I have my end game stuff. Reasons to beat the game.
It's literally.
I had someone link it to me. Yeah. Ninja can what?
Literally edge.
It is edge. But a friend linked it to me. It was like, I think I found your glam, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my god. So
what you playing now? That's the real question.
I'm leveling it up on the side. Also because Ninja can't self-heal. I don't know. It's just I'm tanking. Maybe for 85, I'll let you tank.
I mean, you technically have literally 3 alternative tanks in this party.
I can I can get him up to 85 with my paladin by the 85 dungeon. I can do it.
Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Gem.
Is this not Mario? What is this horse shit?
Hello, Jin. I will take Jin on in a chocobo race.
I'm so glad.
How many viewers do you have right now? Right now.
10.
10.
All right, viewers. This guy right here. We used to call him Fen. I need you all to call him Fen for the rest of his life.
I value my space in this FC, so I will not.
I have a little bit of
I will welcome you into my FC. I have a mansion. I will, if you get kicked out of his, I will welcome you into mine. I always want buffs.
Okay. But we have buffs, and we are going to get a mansion.
But I have a mansion now.
But is it in
Ishgard? We're gonna get Ishgardian.
Yeah.
Good luck with the lottery.
No, I'm not gonna go lottery. I'm gonna be there before everybody else.
I'm saying there's a lottery system in it right now. We're gonna be lottery against other FCs.
I'm gonna be shooting for the classic.
Yeah,
Can I just keep going?
Classic. All right.
Yeah.
Man. Good luck.
Thank you. And I'm gonna try to get a medium at the same time. Shut up. The good news is they're beside each other. Oh!
I think those are fighting words.
Oh, this is not doing anything.
In the FC chat.
Yeah, but the big problem is the house we want. I've mapped it out with the aetherite teleports. It's literally like as far from a teleport as possible.
I know which one. I know which one you're talking about because I'm doing the same thing.
The one above the infirmary.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And then I'm doing the medium just north of that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I have.
Thankfully, those are close, but.
And also, I think I'm the only one with the convenient market board.
I think so. Like, yeah, it's just.
And I'm the cheapest medium.
It's a terrible one to have to run to, for sure. It's gonna be a bitch. But
You pick the corner. You do realize it's lottery based, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be lotto based for everyone. FC's gonna lotto against other FCs. That's good.
I'm pretty sure they said there's gonna be awards for both.
Yeah, there's gonna be awards for both. FC's lotto against other FCs.
I am confused.
Trust me, I had to look into it myself because we're looking to move to Detroit. Look, I want that Ishgard clout, okay? I already have the Shirogane clout.
Oh, I fucked up.
Alright. You want
This
to be
doesn't look good.
Phoenix?
The opposite.
Come.
Run!
Come, frog.
I have a frog! Can I be a really small frog? Oh, I see. They have icons.
Well, Ananda did do, but that's okay.
Yeah, here you go. Oh, look at you, silly Fen. Hasn't changed back.
I like it, okay?
You might die.
So you're telling me the FCs have to do lottery?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
Everyone lottos, but FCs get to lotto against other FCs.
So we're gonna hope and pray.
Yep.
Woo! Caption. Don't want to do that.
Oh god. Are we going small?
Yeah.
Where are we running? Oh, are we literally so small they can't hit us?
Oh.
Nope, stay.
Oh.
I have no idea what just happened there, but that's okay.
They're big.
Yeah, I don't think most of my viewers realize my name is Phoenix. A good chunk do know, but I think most of them don't.
What do your viewers know you as?
Nix. For the Nix Biz thing.
No. You gotta get him to change his name.
I can't change my name. That's impossible.
Well, I'm not pretty sure that requires remaking it Twitch. That's too much.
No, I do get name changes, and if I do that, I'm able to, I believe, oh shit. Ah! I'm able to update my like little prerequisite for emojis, I think, too. But then my old one, if I want to go back, is like occupied for 6 months or something like that. I don't know. Or someone could steal it in that time, and I'm like, I don't want to lose it. No.
I've never streamed before, but
No.
I totally could.
I think you could.
Alright. Alright, Fen's Twitch chat. How interested would you be in watching my content if I stole it from him?
Yeah.
No
I kind of enjoy these gloves.
That's okay.
They might respawn. They might be just lurking at this point. Too much chatter going on. They like it when I'm silent.
I stole his name.
This looks familiar.
Would I be able to steal his content?
This is making me think of that Allegan facility back in Heaven's Ward.
You mean the Garlean facility back in Heaven's Ward?
Pretty sure they said Allegan.
Yeah, you did say that. And you did say Atherochemical facility.
That one.
The ARF?
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm
God.
not gonna...
Uh-oh. Shit.
It's called things.
Sorry.
And I'm not gonna say anything.
I just left Ananda behind.
Yes, you did.
I feel bad. I am! Look at the caps! Can we send it back?
Oh, Nanda ported.
Oh. I don't say fuck this cat. I did not!
I heard you say it. And I'm sure Aki also heard you say it. Tell me you heard it.
I already said lies, so...
What? Come on, man.
I have a good support system here. They believe my lies out.
I see you've gotten tired of my abuse. So instead,
I mean, nah,
you found supportive friends.
I've ignored them for months on end and they're still here. I don't know what to do to get rid of them. Oh wow. This is heading to the arch. That's fine.
Oh, you've got me kidding.
I'm gonna stand in this because reasons.
I was doing melee, okay?
Aww.
Melee was important.
Did they spawn the AoE at a bad time?
Yes.
I can't do my big move.
I do love that Paladin still has the longest stun. For 1 second, for all that's worth.
One whole second.
1 whole second.
That's okay. Still better than everyone else.
Hell yeah.
Not be left paper.
Let me have it. It's okay. It's what oh shit buttons are for.
That is true.
Not for boss fights. I did. It's long gone now.
Yeah, I see that now. I was like, man, I gotta do stuff,
and then you didn't have to do stuff, but then now you have to do stuff because it's over.
that was DPS time. And I lost. That's what I care about.
Yeah, you might let me die just for that. Oh right, I can use Divine Veil more often because it has effects.
It's practically instant casting.
It's not what it used to be.
Casting phase is actually really good on Paladin right now.
Yeah. I heard his DPS is a little low though.
Yeah, a little. That's it.
Mapping the realm.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I know. Final Fantasy X arrived.
I know. I was really happy about that. Don't you love how in Endwalker, like fucking primals are like just regular dungeon bosses now? We're so strong that primals are just regular dungeon bosses.
I mean, I solo Titan
be...
and Nail.
I seriously thought this was going to be a trial. Cue my surprise.
It could.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're so strong now.
We are.
Primals aren't trials anymore.
They're not 8-mans. We're down to 4-man.
We only can 4-man them now. It's big.
In a way, it's not really proper anema because anema requires a mom. Technically, this involves a dad.
And you know,
we have gender equality here. Okay.
It's funny because like 30 minutes ago, I was just like, "Who's Varys?"
Oh my god!
You missed that. Because we were looking at voice actors, and I found that Kirei from Fate voices Varys, and I was like, "Who is that guy?" And I pulled it up on the wiki. I'm like, "All right, that dude." that happened not so long ago. Oh, this looks exciting. Ah. But yeah, not my greatest moment.
It's okay. We
Something tells me we might have to get sucked into these or avoid them. I'm gonna say avoid.
No, go close to
Oh,
it.
why am I still doing things? Oh, look at that. That was close. That was a little tight. I'm sitting here just like casting Holy Spirit, not even aware I'm not doing my rotation anymore. Well, that's You don't want to hug? Oh, it gets bigger.
Yeah, that's why I moved.
Ananda. Don't die, Aki.
I'm not going to die. I do have a heal.
Do you?
Why you gotta be
Oh,
out
you
of
do.
my shit, dude? Why you gotta be out of my heels?
I wasn't out of anything.
To be fair, when I ran this more than once, everybody pulled into the upper corner.
Not you, Phoenix. Phoenix likes to stay out of my shit. Get in my shit.
Give me more stacks. Oh, hey, the underside.
Isn't it cute?
No.
Look how cute it looks.
Oh, shit. You didn't see that provoke?
Oh, yeah, totally didn't see provoke. Totally.
Something tells me I should be in front of those.
Ha!
Oh, shit. Something tells me this is weird. I'm uncomfortable. I can jam to this music. Oh, hey.
Touch me with that.
Oh, that keeps going. Run! Okay, okay. Now I know how that plays out.
Again, as soon as I have a thing.
I was kind of hoping that was a, like, you place it and it keeps going in the direction you were facing at the time kind of thing. Not it just comes after you. Oh, look. Oh, is this the fight scene? Oh, you were fighting Anima. I thought it was a trial. So I have someone that jumped into my stream and I gave them a shout out and their clip was this exact fight and I hadn't been here yet. It has popped up like 3 times and they're like, don't give me shout outs! It's that one clip. I know this mechanic does. Gotcha. Oh, I don't know that mechanic. Get away from me. That was probably a little late. And I'm not even behind you or in front of you. I'm a good paladin, I swear.
Did I at least get him? I got him. We're good.
You got him. Imagine if he just like res on the other underside for no good reason.
Imagine.
Imagine. If you will. Things are lighting up. That doesn't seem good. Oh, I ran the wrong way again. I'm sorry.
I was like, I need to get these phlegmas off.
Oh shit!
What is that?
Oh man, the raise.
Poor Nanda.
The swift raise didn't go through. Sorry, Nanda.
Ah, I did it! Confiteor! I finally did my combo correctly.
I'll slow
you know.
Hard commit.
Did you commit?
I didn't commit. I wasted all that time.
And you got it anyway!
There's the
If you're gonna get hit anyway, just
if I'm gonna
commit.
get hit, I should have just committed.
Ah, jeez. Was I just outside of range of that?
Yeah. Do it again.
Classic. Are you enjoying Sage?
Oh, dude, I fucking love Sage. I'm actually ready.
Oh god. What am I doing? Ah shit. Yep, that's I almost made it. I am enjoying my new Sheltron. Healers adjust. Damn right.
We've adjusted several times.
I adjust for most people, just not this guy.
I mean, you came
So
here.
Phoenix is gonna automatically go to this corner.
Oh.
Oh,
I was ready to run the other way, okay? I'm like, they never go my way. Oh, come on! Yes! Do it. Lunar now. Where you going, buddy?
I accidentally hit a button. Red mage problems.
Dancer and Red Mage. Are you jealous or are you like cringing?
Well, considering I just accidentally hit my displacement and went, oh thank god this has walls.
Right. Well, I got a Dancer and Red Mage. Oh, but then a little heart emoji. So I'm gonna say, yeah, Dancer Mage. I'm gonna say this is happy notes. I do kind of enjoy ranged as a tank because then I don't have to worry about where I place things so much. Boss right into the corner? Who cares? Unless it can cleave, in which case everybody cares.
Oh, enjoy the cutscene.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, everything after Charlene was good, cutscene wise. Before that, I was just like, I'm so bored.
Yeah,
aside from the dragon.
The part with like Lavner and fucking having to do both. both
Oh my god, the split. Yeah. That was.
I want to watch this stream.
You want to watch me react?
I want to watch your reaction.
Oh god.
What is your thing? What is this thing?
I don't know if I should share it.
It's the next best thing.
That's right.
How do you spell it?
Exactly how it sounds.
N-I-X.
I mean, it's in my stream section right there. If you look down in the non-FF of Discord, it's right there.
Okay.
I'm taking right to it. Look, I have a logo and everything. It's like I committed. Full commit. Hard commit.
Oh my god, that's your face!
That's
I've
my
never seen
face!
your face before.
Have you not seen my face before?
I've never seen your face.
It's gone through a radical change the last 3 months. Okay, I'm gonna mute
Oh
him.
yeah, well he's had a beard, now he's scruffy, he's also had braids.
I know, I don't auto the text. The other two away. I forgot to see if I could increase the size of the bubbles in text for talking. Serious music. Oh, come on! Fight me. I'm ready. Oh, let's go. Roll, yes. If anyone knows, that's my moment. And Gay Bulk just happened, and Ruarius. He likes my joke. I feel like killing Anima was exactly what he wanted. Or it just bought him enough time. Oh look, I've seen that before. Oh, that's not good. Oh, this could be good. Forgot about that. You sound a little desperate, bro. A little desperate. Uh-oh. Someone stab him! I mean, I know he's got a giant shield, but I don't know. Everybody all at once, maybe? I feel like it's not gonna hold. Oh, damn. I mean, it makes sense. We're not at the end of the game yet. That was definitely a Roarius moment. Yeah, that's easy. You look bored. Come on! Oh, come! Why did you stop? He was getting epic, and then he became the warrior of light. No. Oh, I may have cut him off. I forgot to hit the button. Teleportation? Interesting.
ではさようなら。追いかけてきてくれてもいいですよ。哀れなテンパードとお仲間たちを見捨ててね。
We will not leave them behind, you coward. That's exciting. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. Whoops.
月にはゾディアークが封じられている。そのうち嘆きの海と呼ばれる区画にエーテルの流れを操って彼らをその区画から離れた場所へと導きました。
Nice. We have time.
そして今は嘆きの海の協力者のもとへ流れ着く
Like literally onto him?
そのものと合流を封印の要とゾディアークをどうか。
Sorry, it's just getting late. It's not because I'm bored.
こっちもまずいな。バブイルの塔や市街地にいたテンパードたちだけでなく、派遣団が必死に抑え込もうとしているようだが、さすがに苦戦してる様子だ。
ファタニエルが言う通り、見捨てていくしかないってわけ。
If I could get his chest piece and dye the coat red but leave everything else black, that would be a pretty good jacket to have. I guess either way I'm sending myself, so let's trust in our allies. That's where we put our emphasis. Trusting them. Yeah. Look at him, so epic and weebish. Could you imagine how unserious it would feel as a Lalafell? Like when you get possessed? Yeah, when that cutscene happened, I was just like, the first thought was, if I was a Lalafell, I would not be taking this seriously at all. I imagine it would be hilarious. Took the standard JRPG approach.
それなら必ず救ってみせよう。派遣団の仲間もテンパードにされてしまった人も一人でも多く。
Oh god, I'm so sorry for everyone that's still in my party.
すぐにお前の後を追う。言うまでもないが。
I'll be careful. Let's go! Send me up! I wanna be an astronaut! Alright, I heard people left. Ah, poop. I spelled his name wrong. I feel bad. The moon! The moon!
Jesus.
Sorry, was that really loud? Should I be louder? Yeah, you got the echo version.
This is why I mute the Twitch and then just leave him normal. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm muting him in Discord and then hearing myself via Twitch. And that just
I hate
wanted
hearing
to watch
myself.
the Twitch so I could also watch the cutscene.
The cutscene's over.
Wow.
Okay, it makes you okay. He
I guess
plays
I
some
might have got out too, like 10 seconds before you finished. Stream delay.
Nanda went to go play with the 87 dungeon of spoileriness,
Ooh, he's a big boy.
which I'm hope he's trusting through because that is a beautiful thing.
Is it a beautiful thing?
Actually, true.
Yes.
True,
Yeah.
actually.
Yep, and the way I picked it all, yeah, a certain person ended up being tank, so that was just beautiful what tank he was. So.
I did not do the trust. I should have, but I didn't.
All right,
Certain
I do
person
trust.
is a certain class that fits them perfectly, and it's great.
Really?
And the banter was great.
Because it's the best kind of.
Oh shit!
I also did the option thing for the second trial too. As I say this as non-spoilerly as possible.
I appreciate it. Now I gotta
anyway.
I gotta swap cameras. You want to see what else I can do on my stream?
All right, what can you do?
Oh god.
What can I do? Okay.
Oh god, is it? Oh yeah, that's right. You got it working again, so now you're gonna look weird.
Yeah, it's fine.
How
activate
you
it.
even agree?
Can we get that to work, please? Deactivate.
Oh, is your snap camera not working?
It's working on the thing, but it's not working.
Yeah,
There we
it's a
go.
black box.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's all black.
It's a
It is still a black
black box. That's because I'm working in things in a very specific order to get them to work. I might just have to restart SnapCam, and that might do it. Get out of here! Get out of here! Let's do it! Let's do it! Oh.
Cap, you should have just redeemed the sexy potato one. As much as I find it horrible.
Higher. Oh, that's what I was gonna show off. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, it might be on in another scene, which is why I need to adjust. Healer adjust!
Healer adjust.
Let's see.
I don't adjust for shit.
You don't adjust for shit?
Oh, what is this?
I
What is
know.
that?
This is my
You haven't-
usual.
Yeah, you have an empty Twitch chat and an empty camera.
I do have an empty camera and an empty Twitch.
Well, I can test it.
Wonder why it's not working. I was so hyped
I can
to
go
show
da-
something,
okay,
and
so
I'm
there's
like,
that.
ah.
It's still broke.
If I do this,
What is this? Why is it animated?
It's
what
still
is
broke.
animated? Who's animated?
It's transitions.
You got
It's the
transitions?
transitions.
Dude, I've been doing things.
What is this? What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? If I hit apply, I've been doing a lot. But clearly right now I'm doing absolutely dick all because... Oh, there it is! I'm working! I'm working! I did it!
I don't see shit.
You don't see shit? What do you mean you don't see shit?
Well,
you should see shit now.
I see you.
See you now.
You see me now. And check this out. Boom! I am a potato. And I'm so buff. Look at this.
Oh god.
Flex those pecs.
It's buff potato.
That doesn't look like a potato. That
I am
looks
a
more...
potato.
It is buff potato.
Buff Tato is not redeemed. I am instead going to be Mr. Sexy Comic Book Phoenix. Hello.
What is this?
Isn't it amazing? So amazing. Oh, it looks like it's lagging hard.
That was not bad, actually.
Why is it lagging? I don't know. It's not working with Final Fantasy for some reason. It's not working.
Comic Book Phoenix, not bad.
Yeah, I know, right? This is one of the better filters for sure.
I think it's caught up now after
Oh,
a few...
no, that's because I tabbed out. As soon as I tabbed out, I've had this issue since I was testing it for like 30 minutes beforehand, and I'm like, why is this happening? And but see, as soon as I tab back in, it's like, ooh, everything is taking so long. It's so unfortunate, and I don't know why. But it's a good time to raid out, and then I can just record story moments as they happen. And then I can just talk to people instead of entertain. Screw entertainment. Screw it all. So let's do it in the other form. Let's do that. We finished the dungeon. We streamed for 3.5 hours. I'm at my limit.
3.5 hours. Holy
I know.
shit.
Is that like short or long?
I think I've, due to timing, I think I've done 4.
Yeah.
On what it was doing.
I mean,
I've done 4.
The longest one I did, I think, was like 8, and that was 7 Days to Die. And you can see at the end of it, like I'm literally like just dead. Like something big happens, and I'm just like, oh my god. But like in my head, it's a big reaction, but on screen, it's nothing.
I should repick up my Kingdom Hearts since we've calmed down.
You should.
But I will be flipping over to Halloween Town because I really hate Ursula, and I'd rather be over level for that shit.
I just realized nothing's happening. Oh, but I always over level. Over level, always over level.
Yes. So I load in and I'm like, oh, Dolphin Sora. Guess what? We're going to be Halloween Town Sora instead because 1, I prefer that world. 2, I hate Ursula as a boss fight with an undying passion.
I hated that they didn't initially have any Final Fantasy stuff. Keyblades for Kingdom Hearts 3. I still haven't played it, but I'm going to. And I know the DLC kind of tapped into that a bit more. Wow, so beautiful, right? Comic book is better than potato? Lies. Lies.
It is not lies. It is truth.
It's a good question, Cap. Right now I have the raid one. I've used my normal logo. I wouldn't go for that if you're going for something fun. And I used my cute heart one. It's on my car. Honestly, I think the ones, if I offer it in white, comes out better when you stick it than if you get the clear ones, even though I honestly would want the clear ones to be cooler. I don't know. You have to be careful how you lay them too, because they can get bubbles really easily. So it's very much start on one end and just lay it flat as you go. Like a squeegee. Like a screen protector. Yeah, I lay it like a screen protector because otherwise you're gonna have bubbles. And they're definitely more noticeable in the see-through versions versus the
black ones.
They come on white, like white outline rather than just see-through. But they're all pretty cool. I am a big fan of the heart one. The salt one is pretty good. I haven't gotten that one yet. Salty Argus is salty. See, Al, he's real. I'm not crazy.
Wait, what?
Argus, my panda.
Your panda?
My adorable red panda. He's so real. He's not fake at all.
100% real. I see it. Oh,
Yep.
there it is. You
Look
just
at that.
sprayed right up on your shoulder, just like in the game.
Just like in the game.
Damn. So
Oh my god.
realistic.
I saw a video of one actually doing that and I was like, oh my god, I need this in my life. How much do I have to pay to get this to happen? Take a picture. Here we go. Real profile. Boom. Be amazing. Yeah. All right. We were trying to figure out who we were going to raid, and I kept getting distracted because I'm bad at this. Worst streamer ever.
Ha! Sure.
You can raid my friend.
You have a friend?
I guess.
You seem unsure.
I'm not sure if you people want to see
What they're doing?
the last tier. Yeah, the last tier of the raid group.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's what's going on. Probably not the best idea.
Probably.
He's probably honestly gonna clear tonight. It's like he's doing pretty well.
Nice.
I mean, I could just be like, raid and clear, I gotta go! Take my people, enjoy this, and don't spoil me. /lurk.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, do you care?
I mean, I care about spoilers, but I also can just be like, raid and lurk. I mean, if it's like mechanics, I'm not gonna care. And if I don't stick for too long and look at the screen, I'm not gonna be too worried about what it is. That was salty! Nice.
He's gonna wonder, like, what the hell happened?
I might also... I don't know, there's...
Raid who you want.
I feel like 14 is a good way to go, especially if anyone here is still here from Black Velvet Tea. Because otherwise I've just got Music, Code Vein, Monster Hunter Rise, Valorant as options. Yeah. What's his name? The her, that, they. What's their name?
My friend? Oh, here, I'll put it.
Send it to me! Wait, in-game chat or out-of-game chat? Oh, lag. Let's copy that.
It's in the FF chat.
Yeah, I found it. Donka, let's check this out. Oh god, I said that's exactly what I'm not going to do. Oh look, it's an ad.
Yeah.
I have an ad!
It just died, it's fine. Just, you know.
Don't worry about it. Alright, so we're gonna raid this person. Koyo is Alex? Is that exactly how it is? Avert your eyes! Oh god, so I'm just gonna...
take T's advice instead of ignoring it.
I'm just going to spread my OBS over his screen so I don't see what's going on. But I've got the chat there, so I can see their chat. It's great.
Brilliant.
It's wonderful. How many people are watching?
Love it.
I can't see. There's 5! There's 5! That's good. That's good. They're not just
told you.
Like Tobin or other people in the FC. I got no spoilers. Okay. Okay, so let's raid. Let's do it. Alright, you know the drill, right? We must raid with honor. If we're going to die with glory, you're going to gird your loins. We're going to send all the happy emojis. It must be done. God damn, I'm sexy. It's horrible.
I'm not sure I like him anymore. I don't know if I like streamer Fenix.
It's only when I'm in sexy comic book mode that I'm like this.
But of course.
Yeah. I mean, he's so chiseled looking. God.
He really
anyway,
is.
He really is.
It's kind of unsettling.
Just like, if I was in a comic, I would do it. Potato is great. I do love Potato. Although, as people said, Buff Potato with the mustache was kind of the best Potato. When I had my beard, his mustache came through on the Potato. So bad. All right, all the emojis, let's go. And cut.